Head to the flow, D&D, I don't keep my peace, I don't DJ, turn the music up, let's go. Got no thoughts, just flow with the rhythm. Say boy, bye, get your time, got limits. This ain't new, baby boy, I been this. Can't afford me too expensive, listen. We at capacity, but let me get my collie out, see if I can squeeze you. Please excuse the wait, it's a luxury. My time is dollar signs. Hold up, this my song. Slide to the right, fill out that phone. Y'all know the routine, queen bee formation. All my girls in sync rotation. Hop it, drop it, flip it, and reverse it. Flow, don't stop, I ain't gotta rehearse it. Pardon me, mommy and papi, I'm sorry. Got me feeling just a little bit cocky. With the
purpose for calling is to find a mate. A female gliding leaf frog in the jungles of South America is listening to all the males calling around her. Then she sets off in the direction of the loudest voice, because the owner is likely to be the best mate.
Hold up, this my song. Slide to the right, fill out that phone. Y'all know the routine, queen bee formation. All my girls in sync rotation. Hop it, drop it, flip it, and reverse it. Flow, don't stop, I ain't gotta rehearse it. Pardon me, mommy and papi, I'm sorry. Got me feeling just a little bit cocky.
G'day, mate. How you going? Whoa, dude, that's a frog in the background. That's a blue frog, that is, mate. That's sick. This is what his started stream looks like, right? I think so. Whatever. But yeah, mate, today's a big day for the Curtoss stream. Ignore the voice right now. This is Curtoss, I swear. Yeah, hello Sky, hello FPD, hello Curtoss, I don't know who you are. And hello Stream Elements. FPD with the first, that's pretty sick. Hey, guys, that's pretty sick. This is fucking stupid. Anyway, I have written out an introduction for Curtoss. Well, an introduction to this, because probably the only time I'm ever doing an interview like this. So, yeah. Welcome, squatting. First time chat. Mate, we love to see it. We love to see it. Welcome to the first and probably only episode of the Dratrix Hotline. Today's guest is a really cool guy who does stream segments such as MILF Manor Monday, One Tent Wednesday, Speedy Sunday, and Mucking Monday. Although he is mostly known for his colossal head dent, he has done much more important things like Monkey Ball Monday. Please welcome the one, the only, Curtoss, everybody. Are you gonna unmute?
You named like one thing that I do. That's like only one segment.
Dude.
You named like 4 Matt Guz segments, and then you said Monkey Ball Monday. That is me. Okay,
dude,
you
like
got that one right. And then you said Schmike07. Who? I don't even know who that is. I've never even heard that name in my life.
Dude, you're not the one who does MILF Manor Monday?
I don't even know what that is. What's MILF Manor Monday? I have no idea what that is. I've never heard of that in my life.
Well, who the fuck was I talking to then, mate?
I don't know. Hello, Dratrix. Thank you for having me on the show.
Can you guys hear him properly? Audio check, mate. Audio check. I'm gonna assume it's fine anyway. So I'm gonna put on the music here because oh, that's nice, isn't it? There we go.
Dratrix was telling me before this that he was nervous because he hasn't done a collab stream.
Shut up!
So I want you guys all to tell
I'm a
Dratrix
man.
that he's doing a great job. Okay.
I'm a big man, all right. I'm not nervous. You don't know that. Hello, Schmike.
He said verge of tears, so nervous, and I was like, it's gonna be okay.
Dude, no. Okay, that bit's a lie though. The rest of that bit's a lie. Yes.
That bit was a lie.
Thank you, Schmike. So, How are you going, Curtoss? How's your day? I know I've asked this before, but I just want the chat to know here.
I'm going good. I worked today, and then I'm here now.
Hell
I had a
yeah.
handful of almonds for dinner, so we're chilling.
That's pretty
you know?
sick. A handful of almonds. That's actually that. I think that's probably the highlight of the stream so far. Honestly.
Do you know it would be a good website name if you're ever looking for a good website name? One Almond.
Oh, dude, that would be
Schmeik will know that. Schmeik will know the One Almond. He's been on that website, I'm pretty sure.
onealmond.com. That would be sick. So
Is that actually real?
imagine.
Still there. That's crazy. Holding a walnut.
Hold on, I need to see this.
There's like an old web series that me and Schmeik both used to watch. I watched it all the way through high school called Jake and Amir, and there was like a bit that they did called onealmond.com.
Yeah, Jake and Amir are College Humor, aren't they? Or they used to be.
Yeah,
as far as I
they
know.
were College Humor until it like I think it's like around still as like a different it's called like Dropout now or
Yeah,
something.
they
I
have
don't really know.
they have a
I think they're
streaming
still sort of
service,
around.
and apparently it's
Yeah,
really
they
good.
Yeah, apparently Dropout's fantastic, which is weird because I feel like College Humor has been bad for so long. But Jake and Amir, like they spun off quite a while ago. I don't think they've been, but they have the rights to Jake and Amir now. But I don't think they're part of College Humor or Dropout
Yeah.
anymore.
Anyway, hello, Dev. Welcome in. John F. Kennedy was nervous before addressing his nation, and his hands would shake behind the podium. Hey,
Look what happened to him, and look what happened to him.
That's gonna happen to me too. Anyway, I thought I would start off this quote-unquote interview by asking, introduce yourself. Who are you? who is Curtoss to all the people out there?
That's a great question. Okay, hello. My name is Curtoss. I am what everyone's been calling an internet sensation, a streamer phenom, sort of the best to ever do it, on and off stream. In reality, though, I guess I play video games and I talk to people on stream. That's what I do. I'm from Canada, 30 years young. You know, just like your regular everyday dude. You know.
Very cool. Very cool. Can we give a round of applause for that introduction?
Thank you. Hey, thank you.
30 years dumb.
That.
Shut up,
I deserve
Schmeik.
that.
I
Shut
forgot.
up,
I forgot. I gave Schmeik the artist badge. Also, hello, Spark. How you going? What are you passionate about? What are your hobbies? What do you do? What are you passionate about?
That's a really good question. It's like, are you talking like on stream
Anything.
or like in my life?
Anything.
I don't know. I feel like lately I've just been I like to work on myself and try to acquire new skills that will further my own life. On stream, like streaming passions, I guess I like streaming. Streaming's cool. I don't know if I'm like as passionate about streaming as I once was, but I think it's fun. I like talking to people. I like playing video games. I like being kind of like a goofy guy. Yeah, that's like, I think that's pretty much it. I don't know. There's nothing like I'm super like crazy. I'm not like, oh, I'm passionate about putting out like the best content that no one else has ever done. I'm passionate about hitting top 100 on the leaderboard for this competitive game. Like, I don't know. I'm just like sort of like I'm like a dude, you know?
I did
You
write.
got mail.
Who followed? I forgot to put the alerts up on screen, so I don't know who followed. Thank you, Steph of the Wild, for following. I have to put the alerts up. Hold on.
Hog.
Haha, oops. Thank you, Steph of the Wild. There we go. I'm gonna put you up here. Okay, so, my next question, or I guess two questions, is how did you find out about Twitch, and what was your first couple years of watching Twitch like?
Oh, this is actually a pretty controversial one that I think some people in the chat might not like. Or actually in this chat, they're probably fine with it. But people on Twitch wouldn't like this. I started watching Twitch back when it was called Justin TV. Like, I don't know, when, like 2010, 2011. I think I made my account in 2011. I think I started watching a bit before that because I was watching people play StarCraft 2, which is like a competitive real-time strategy game. That I would watch people play online. And the #1 streamer in the world, the first person to ever go full-time streaming of anyone in the whole world, was a StarCraft 2 player by the name of Destiny. And now you might know Destiny for they're like a prominent political streamer.
Yes.
That is quite controversial. They're banned on Twitch now. They're not even on the platform anymore. But I made my account to start watching Destiny play StarCraft 2. And that would have been my first, like, I think that was like my first probably the only person I watched on Twitch until like, I don't know, 2019, 2020 even. Like I feel like
Wow.
I was the only person I ever watched. Well, I like watched a few other people, like StarCraft players mainly, maybe some League of Legends players. Believe it or not, I watched way back in high school. I watched a guy called BoxBox play League of Legends. He used to play Riven top lane of League of Legends, and me and my one friend would watch this guy, and we would do Riven tricks. And this is before BoxBox. I don't even think BoxBox had like even a microphone or a camera or anything. All you would watch was League of Legends gameplay.
Wow.
And he was cracked. He was the best to ever do it at Riven. And then later, of course, I get a chance to play with BoxBox on stream. And let's just say I don't think he's inviting me back to his League of Legends lobbies.
Dude, that BoxBox thing was hilarious. I got my start on Twitch because I think I just tried to make accounts on all of the social medias when I was like 10 years old, because I made my Twitch account in
Probably a bit
2019.
early, but
yeah. But I'm of age now. You can't ban me, you fuckers. Haha.
I don't know if that
Yeah.
works like that.
Look.
Be careful.
I'm fine. I'll be fine. I promise. But yeah, I didn't really used to watch anyone on Twitch. I was mainly a YouTube guy. In fact, on my alt account though, was when I did my first couple Twitch streams in like February 2020. Then I kept streaming a year later on like YouTube and stuff because
Okay, yeah.
I got
Yeah,
no
I
one.
feel
from
like I was
Twitch.
more of a YouTube guy too. Until I started streaming, I spent way more time on YouTube than I'd say Twitch. I never really watched like small streamers or anything, so I was more like watching big streamers. So I would never chat. I might send like an emote here and there, but like I think if you had like even looked at like my chat logs from Destiny from back in like 2011, I don't know if I ever even sent a single message. I feel like
Yeah.
I've never ever sent a message in any of those chats until I started streaming, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I don't even really use Twitch that much now because I don't really search for new streamers. The only way I find out about new streamers is through raids and stuff because I met Sky through Jack's Films, and then I met you through Sky, and then I met you, then I met Matt Guz from you, I think. Yeah. Thank you for the follow, Brett Gentry
mail.
and a Butterpat. A lot of new people coming in.
Very cool. Very cool.
Spark, that's
Good
true.
chatters.
Spark also met Sky through Jack's Films. We were. There was three of us. There was Big L, Spark, and me.
Brett, you did interrupt, by the way, Brett. I'd actually, if you could apologize again, man. That'd
Guys,
be
let's
awesome.
ban Brett Gentry for interrupting.
Like, I can't believe the audacity of this guy. It's like unbelievable every day.
Yeah, and my first couple years of Twitch were just like watching Roblox people and stuff because that's what I did back then. Until I just started watching Jack's Films, and then he raided into Sky, and now we're here.
Do you still watch Jack Films? Is it Jack Films or Jack's Films?
Jack's.
I actually have no idea.
Jack's Films.
Okay, it's like those films are Jack's. Okay.
Yeah. I don't really watch him on stream anymore, really. But I do watch his YouTube stuff sometimes, and they're pretty good. So, Anyway, why did you start streaming at the time you did? May 2021.
For like, literally, I probably should have started streaming years before that. I think I tried like a few test ones out, and I was like, I don't know, like no one's really watching this. I don't really know what I want to do. I started playing like Apex and Overwatch and like League of Legends, and I was just playing whatever games I would play at the time. I was just tried streams out, and I was like, I don't really understand. Like, I'm just gonna play the game. I don't need to be streaming this.
Yeah.
Usually for like my friends to watch or whatever, just to like hang out. I think it was just because of like COVID I started streaming probably in like 2021. The reason I didn't stream earlier, which is probably a huge detriment to my stream performance. If I started like the beginning of COVID, it probably would have been fucking way better. But I had like so many weird like living situations when COVID started. Like my old roommate got like kicked out of Australia because of COVID and had to like live with me for a while. And I like didn't want to like stream with like other people living in the house really, because I was like, that sounds like obnoxious, unless it's like my partner or something, or like family or whatever. But like a random person who just like lives in my living room, I was like, I'll just wait till all that's over with, and then that's when I guess when I started.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, a big part of why I don't stream that much is because I'm always doing other shit with family and stuff, and that's why I don't do a lot of Twitch streaming. But when I do,
It takes a lot of time. It takes up a lot of time. I
yeah.
think, especially if you want to like do this similar time slot consistently, and like if you like work full time, so you have to do it after work, sort of thing. It's like kind of a lot of time commitment, I think, to stream. If you want to do it like somewhat consistently, it's tough, especially if you have school or work or family or whatever, right?
Yeah. But yeah, since I was being homeschooled now, I can just stream whenever I want, really, and it's a lot of fun and all that.
Cool. Yeah.
So I know at the beginning of your streaming career, at least, you got shitty chatters, and instead of banning them, you would try to reform them into better people. Has that chatter reformation thing ever actually worked? Because I know you tried that with Yuso J-Dog and some other people.
I think there's a big misconception. I think some other streamers like to spread lies about how much I would reform other chatters. I feel like if someone was really bad, I'd always just ban them. But there's a couple chatters. I can think of two cases where a couple chatters came in and were like, usually when like a bad chatter comes in, you'd be like, hey, send a normal message or I'm going to ban you. And usually they don't end up sending a normal message or whatever, and you just ban them. You want to like see if they're like just being like some stupid like attention farming chatter, or if they're actually like a real human being under there, you know?
Yeah.
And the two people, obviously, one that came from Matt's stream, who he then
Yes.
banned later, then I then banned,
Yes.
was pretty receptive to being a reformed normal individual until they weren't. And then the other one, Yuso J-Dog, was reformed and then one day just peaced out. So I actually think we picked a couple good targets that were decently successful until one of them decided to go full mask off, and then the
Yeah.
other one just pieced out. But I think usually if someone's like actually pretty bad, then I'll ban them when they cross a line, or when they show that they're not willing to like try to be a better chatter, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then sorry, there was Schmike too, and I actually think we should perma that guy.
Yeah, let's ban Schmike, everybody. Ban Schmike 07. There we go. He's gone, guys. Sorry about that. I honestly think the chatter reformation thing worked on me, because I don't think, obviously,
I don't think
I
you're ready
wasn't.
to be reformed.
Honestly, I obviously think I wasn't as bad as Yuso J-Dog or the other guy, but I feel like I was a bit annoying in the beginning, and a bit invasive in people's personal stuff, and then
Being annoying though, I don't think is like bad. I think that can be like a bad chatter behavior, but I don't think you're ever like malicious or mean. I think anything that you might have done, which also I don't really think you're that annoying, to be honest. But if you were, it's like, oh, like I don't know, you're young, you have time to be annoying. As long as you're not being like mean or like mean spirited, I think that's probably fine. Just like probably in like 5 years from now, you'll look back at yourself now and also think you're annoying. I think this
Yeah.
happens at every stage in your life. You'll always do that.
That's true. That's true. But yeah, I think I was just a bit invasive and a bit cocky and annoying, really. So, and the more I've gone into this community, the more I'm comfortable being just not as annoying and not as shitty with people, which I think is a good thing, personally.
That's good. Well, I mean, I don't think you were ever annoying, but I'm happy to hear that you think that you have improved yourself.
My next question about in this interview is what advice would you give to someone that wants to start streaming? And this is a popular one, and I want to hear your opinion on it.
I don't think I'm like probably even successful enough at streaming to give people advice, but that's actually maybe a good place to give advice from, I guess. I would say if you are trying to stream because you want to become popular or like get money, then I wouldn't even bother doing it. If you like streaming because you think it's fun, then sure. But like, I think the golden age of like making it big on streaming or whatever, first off, is probably like long over. Like people aren't really growing too much on Twitch anymore unless you like really, really target a specific demographic that I think like streamers like me definitely don't. Yeah, I just think that it's people will see like a couple examples of success and think that they can hit it, but there's like a 99.9% chance they're not. And if you're not in it for the right reasons, I think it's just you're just gonna set yourself up, I think, for disappointment. And I think you have to, especially I see a lot of streamers that just try to do it because they think they're gonna make money. And I think not only is that just like bad for streaming, I think that's also just bad for them. I think it's just bad overall.
Yeah, I started the first streams I did. when I was only but a wee child. I did because I thought they would get big, which obviously they didn't, because who wants
That's what
to watch
everyone's
me
trying
at
for.
11
Yeah,
years
yeah.
old? But when I first started going back into Twitch streaming again around like 2 years ago, I didn't have money in my mind. All I had was just like, I want to have fun while playing a game and just chat with people and have a good time. And
But then you're in it for the right reason, I think. Then, yeah.
yeah, because money is a disease. If you go into Twitch thinking about money, then it's like 99.99999% chance that you're not gonna get it.
Even the
because-
people who do it full time, usually the vast majority of them are making like minimum wage.
Yeah.
Which is too bad. Like, but I think there's like a sentiment where like just getting to that full time point at all, just like making it is like worth sacrificing whatever other opportunities you have to just like make it in content creation. But like in reality, even to the people who are full time, it's like even then it's like the top % of people that are even making like decent money. I don't know. I think there's like a large disillusionment about streaming, and I think a lot of people get in it for that reason.
Yeah. Fuck. I was gonna say something. Now I forgot. Whatever. It's gone. Hello, Tiff. Coffee and Kimonos looks different. Yeah, it does.
I know. I got a better co-host.
Yeah, this is the first episode of Coffee and Kimonos live, baby. It's not pre-recorded like he was saying. He's a big fat liar. This is live.
Me and Schmike actually filmed an episode of Coffee and Kimonos already. It's
Yeah.
going through like a large editing pipeline right now. Sorry, I'm lying to you. I'm straight up lying to you.
What are your biggest regrets about streaming?
I don't know if I have any. Actually, I'll tell you my biggest regret, and I guess it's sort of related to streaming. It was that like most things. I think people might think like, oh, he wish he started earlier. Like, yeah, of course, I wish I started like 5 years earlier. But like that's I don't know. If I didn't start then, it wasn't gonna happen. You know, like we got to work with what we got. Think people might think like I would regret like I didn't get into streamer camp or something or whatever. I don't care about any of that. I think the actual regret I would have was that I got my YouTube account to 9.9 million shorts views over a month, and if I hit 10 million, they would start paying me for all those shorts views. And I got to 9.9 million, and I stopped making shorts, and I thought I would just get to 10 million, and I never did. And it timed out, and now I don't get paid from YouTube.
Dude.
That's what I would have just put out like one stupid clickbaity short, got to 10 million, cashed out, and just like, because I still get like, every week I get like 400,000 views on YouTube that I'm just getting no money from because I just missed that thing. I probably could have got like a decent amount of cash from that. It was stupid.
Fuck, man.
That's probably my actual biggest regret, just because the amount of effort that I would have had to put in to get over that amount is pretty low, considering what I'd have to put in now. I just thought because it just kept going up and up and up that it would get, if it kept going like 9 million, 9.1 million, 9.2 million, 9.9 million. I was like, oh, it's just gonna hit 10 naturally, and then it never did. Which is really funny. Actually, I think it's kind of funny that happened because it's like a funny story, so maybe it's worth the money. I don't know.
Yeah, I just remember what I was gonna say about the previous thing. Yeah, I feel like a lot of Twitch streamers, the biggest ones, either don't make their money purely from Twitch. They make it, from YouTube or Patreon or any other
Or like
things.
sponsors or something.
Yeah, sponsors, a lot of sponsors. Yeah, because Twitch, as far as I know, Twitch doesn't pay a lot. Like
I mean, it can, but it totally depends how you have your stuff set up. I think it's like probably of most of the big creators, it's probably like one of the lower like chunks of percentage of their earnings. But yeah, it's not like the biggest thing. You're right.
Yeah. My royalties would have been insane, Dev said. That's true. You would.
I probably would have actually had to pay Dev out royalties.
Yeah, like
Dev could have bought like a PS5 or something. It would have been sick.
Like
But
a
I didn't do
50-50 split between the two.
All I'm saying is there would have been some cash floating around in the community.
Man. You would have been minted, man.
Yeah, it would have been crazy.
If you had to start your streaming career all over again, what would you change? If you would change anything, that is.
I don't know. I don't like philosophically. I don't know if I really believe in like going back and changing things. Other than like, if I could go back 5 years, I wish I could have bought like Bitcoin or something. You know what I mean? Other than like the really obvious things. I don't know. I sort of like where I'm at with streaming. I don't think I would. I like to imagine I wouldn't change much, but I guess I don't know like the alternate realities that could have been. But I'm pretty content with what's going on now, so I don't think I would change much other than that YouTube thing. I would have done that. I would have made one more YouTube short that would have like clickbaited like Mario Wonder or something.
Dude, I'm still curious of what the Nintendo TS short would have looked like if you would
you
edit
might
it.
find out. I've been thinking about how to make that work. There's been a couple messages back and forth with Dev maybe on how that could work, but it's definitely in the prototyping phase.
YouTube comeback.
I don't know if I'll ever do shorts again. I don't know. I just don't care about doing shorts so much. I find them, I like them, I guess, but I don't really like making them that much. Not like I enjoy streaming. Making a short feels like I like the finished product, but I don't really care for the process.
Yeah, whenever I edited shorts for Matt, I tried to make it my my thing to not make slop because I hate slop. And
There's a lot of slop right there.
Yeah,
especially on
there's
Twitch
so
shorts.
much. And yeah, I just tried to make it as interesting as I could be with my editing abilities, and I think I did a pretty good job with it.
No, your shorts are great. I mean, the fact that you're as young as you are and making as good of edits as you are with like videos and shorts, I think it's very promising. I think you have a very bright editing future for sure.
Thank you. Yeah, because I just hate slop so much. It's because I feel like with slop, right? The people who make it don't really care about it that much, and they're just in it to churn out videos one after one, and it's just like, I don't want to do that. I want to have fun because I want to do this editing thing and I want to have a future in it, and I think that's gonna work out, honestly.
I think that's the problem with short form stuff, is that like slop tactics are rewarded. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
having like some, I don't really know how to explain it, I guess. Like having like really clickbaity things, having like, oh, wait till the end of the video to see this, or like having like these weird like loops and like all these short form video tactics, I think make videos worse, but it's rewarded. So like natural selection of short form video wins, you know, unfortunately. I don't know. I think long form video also probably has problems with this as well, but like less magnitude.
Yeah, I remember when I was like, before I met you guys, my friend group, they would always ask, hey, how are your videos so good and you only get like 30 views? It's because I don't care about the YouTube algorithm. I don't want to feed the YouTube algorithm. I just want to make the stuff that I want to make, and I'm fine with that, because I'm not a big fan of chasing the algorithm. Like, if anyone does that, I'm fine with it, but I'm just not into it personally for me. Because
I get it. Yeah.
I'm more interested in making the best thing that I can make, instead of just slop. Really.
No, that's good. I think that's a good. I think the people who end up like, I think you can get really big making like that kind of content and like doing like the algorithm tricks and stuff. But I think like the biggest people usually get there because their content is like somewhat genuine and people resonated with it for those reasons. I like to hope, I guess. I like to imagine that that's the case, but I guess I don't really 100% know.
Yeah. Okay, so this next question, this was written back in like February and March, so this is a little bit out of date, but why did you leave the Christmas lights up until February this year?
Because I like them. I think they look good. And actually, I'm kind of sad they're gone. I think everyone in this chat that saw my stream knows that the background looks better with the string of Christmas lights and the little Christmas tree. We all know it. It's an unspoken truth of the stream. But we just have to live with what we got, okay? It can't be jolly 12 months out of the year, okay? We can get like 3 tops.
I mean, you could probably...
Exactly, that's it. It's just objectively better.
You could probably get like a similar lighting setup that isn't Christmas-y, and you can...
I think the problem is I'm 30. I feel like I have to like even the fact that these. Want to see what my room looks like in my this is what my lights look like on a regular day.
Yeah.
Why is my lights not working? Oh no, it's all messed up.
Hold on. I think I should do this.
I can't even fix it. But usually even these
So you can
colors,
see
this
the
is only
lights.
for stream.
Yeah.
This is only for stream.
Look at those.
So let's see if I can show you guys what my adult. Look, this is
Yeah,
what
like
everyone
that.
looks like on a normal day. It's just normal. It's just like a regular room.
Would you look at that? Wow.
That's as crazy as it gets for stream, as I can make it like blue and like some kind of like pinky orange color. I don't really know what you even call that color.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen you with this blue setup for, like, ever since I met you. Like, the only times I haven't seen it blue are when, like, are in, like, special streams or in older streams before you had...
Occasionally I'll change it very slightly. Like almost
Yeah.
every stream I'll change it like very, very slight. Like I'll like make it a little bit darker maybe or whatever. But yeah, usually it's pretty much the same. I feel like this is the maybe what looks the best out of what I got. I've tried to change it to different things and it always just looks weird.
Yeah. I did like the Froggy Friday green lights though. That was fun. That was a lot of
But
fun.
imagine if it was that green all the time. It would look awful.
Yeah, that's true. But
This
like,
is like
for,
sort of neutral, you know?
for a special stream, it would look great. I liked that.
And it's what I like is that it's not too gamery. I feel like when you see like people who run like lights that can change color, it's like bright red, bright blue, like purple, like it's like very gamery. Like this
Yeah.
is like pretty neutral, but like also still has like some LED kind of color to it. I think this is the sort of in between that I've sort of settled for, of like looks kind of normal, but also looks kind of like, I don't know, different, I guess.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like just regular white lights, but it doesn't look like gamer LEDs either.
I mean, the reason that I don't do a face cam is one, because I'm embarrassed about my appearance, but two, I just don't have good lighting setup. Like, I have, what is it, an Aperture MC light, which is like, a really small light that can do a whole bunch of RGB settings and things, but I only have one of them, which is why a lot of the, like, for example, like the Pink Chatter Revolution videos look kind of shit, because I only have one light and I don't have two. And whenever I've had to have another light, I've always used my phone's flashlight, because that's the only thing I have available. But hey, that's doing it on the cheap, really.
Yeah, usually like in terms of like video quality, usually lighting is actually like way, way, way more important than like the quality of your video camera.
Right.
Lighting is like probably the number one cheapest and easiest thing you can do to like make something look better. So if the lighting's not there, even if you have the best camera in the world, it can look kind of like meh.
Yeah, like, I mean, this light I have here was like $200. The camera that I use, the Nikon D3300, I bought it for like $400, and that's like really cheap in the digital camera space. And this can do like 1080p 60 FPS video, which is rare for a camera that costs that much. But of course, the colors don't look good. It doesn't have log colors, which is like, you know, desaturated, so you can have as much detail as possible. So yeah, it's not like a professional camera, but it works, and that's why I use it, because it's like, hey, you know, I can use this thing for like half the price of a really good professional camera, you know, and it's fun. I like it a lot. But yeah, if I ever got into videography or photography professionally, I would definitely get a more professional camera, because this lens that I have on it, it's okay, but it's not great. It's a bit soft. I got this camera like a year ago, really. Your redeems are insane. What do you mean, Spark? They're normal. They're totally normal. They're totally normal prices. I don't know what you're talking about. Also, hi Jelly. How you going? Okay. I want to get into the serious questions now.
Holy, serious questions?
Yes.
Oh my god, I thought these were already serious.
Nah. This is getting serious. So.
All right, I'm getting ready to fence sit again on their next question.
So. Tiff. Okay. So. Your previous stream segments include stuff like Monkey Ball Monday, and there's also Flash Forward Friday.
Okay, yeah. What about
I
it? What about Flash Forward Friday? What do you
it
want to
went
hear?
away for like no reason. Who knows where it
Actually,
went?
there is a good reason. I don't know if you've seen the show Flash Forward. They
No.
all black out for like a really long time in the show, and I want to give you guys like that same experience during the Flash Forward Friday.
But like the
It's actually,
time's
like,
up.
it's an artistic thing.
The time's
No,
up.
this is like I don't know if you guys maybe didn't see the end of Flash Forward. This is like a really long Flash Forward. It's like, and that's the surprise is you won't know when it ends until it does.
Well, other than that, I know where you put Flash Forward.
Mm-hmm.
I think you put Flash Forward in a red jacket. Did you put that red jacket on a kangaroo?
I did. Unfortunately, I did put it on the kangaroo.
Fuck, okay.
I know. And
Don't
there's
tell
bad
me.
news. There's really bad news about the kangaroo that you're not
Don't.
going to want to hear.
Don't do it.
He hopped away, man. He hopped
Fuck's
away.
sake.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's not coming back. I mean, I guess you just can't trust wildlife. I don't know.
You fucking dog cunt. Look. We were all excited, and then the kangaroo just had to hop away.
Okay, well, actually, I'm gonna not fence it for 1 second. I'm gonna announce this right here. Flash Forward Friday. Okay, seriously, get your calendars out. Flash Forward Friday will never return. I'm never doing it again, ever. I promise you, I will never watch that show on stream again in my life.
Well, at least we have that answer. I did have a thing set up for when guys, I'll get to it in a second. If you said no, I had a video prepared that I was gonna say it was CCTV footage. Here's that CCTV footage right here. This is what happened, by the way.
Oh no.
So look at you. You're walking with a red jacket. Who's that? That's a kangaroo. But then watch what happens next. It's taking a little bit. There we go. He's hopping away. Leaving you.
And you know what? That's exactly what happened. That's
Yes.
So it's not my fault. Flash Forward Friday's not coming back. Blame animals for that.
Dude, I made this back in March. This has been on the thing for 2 months.
What would have happened if I did a Flash Forward Friday again? Would you just have to throw this footage out?
Probably.
Damn. That's tough.
Anyway, so Tiff redeemed a redeem called No Frickin' Swearing. And it's supposed to be for when I can't swear for 10 minutes. I did swear just then, so that means I have to spin a wheel. A wheel spin. Called the Wheel of
either,
Doom, I think.
I won't
Yeah,
swear either.
I have to spin a Wheel of Doom. So
All right.
here it is. Here's the Wheel of Doom. It has all this stuff here.
What if you hit end stream? That would be crazy. That'd
Hey,
be a
look,
really funny way to
we're gonna remove end stream, okay? We're gonna remove
It
end
would
stream.
be so funny to hit end stream.
That would be really funny. But yeah. Here we go. Here's the Wheel of Doom. Anything could happen. I have to spin the Wheel of Glory.
There's another wheel?
Yes, there's another wheel.
How many wheels are there?
Here's the Wheel of Glory. These are things that happen to chat. So either nothing happens, spin again, 1 hour timeout, or you could get
who?
banned for 1 day.
For Tiff,
For
right?
whoever
Tiff
redeemed it.
this?
Yeah, for whoever
Yeah, okay, so
redeemed
Tiff's
it.
gonna get nuked.
Sorry, Tiff.
Honestly deserved. Just kidding.
Also, hello, Nick Applesauce. But yeah, these are all things that can happen to Tiff, or she can get VIP forever.
Wait, Tiff, based. Wait, make that one worth way more.
No. It's at 1 still.
It's gotta be worth like 10.
Nah. But yeah, here we go. Let's see what it is. VIP. Hey.
So all that
Tiff.
for nothing.
Yes, you're safe, Tiff. You're safe.
You spun 2 different wheels just for nothing.
Look, it's what I had to do. That's actually the first time I've ever done that on stream. I've had that redeemed for like a year.
That's crazy.
Dude. It's hilarious. I guess I should remove that redeem now because I'm not doing that again. I'm not spinning 2 wheels
I'm
again.
not gonna swear. I'm gonna not swear for the rest of the stream. Okay. Everyone,
Okay.
keep me accountable.
Okay. Guys, you keep track. You keep track of him. If he swears, then
Dratrix's stream is family friendly, so I don't.
Yes.
Stream. I don't swear. I don't swear here.
this is for kids. Okay, I'm a kid. This is for kids.
Exactly. I can't swear in the presence of family friendly stream.
Ignore the warning in the top left that says significant vulgarity. Ignore that. This is a family friendly stream. But yeah. Anyway. Where was I? Oh, okay,
I have
here
no
we go.
idea.
I have a list of questions, so I'm fine with it. Okay, so I just want to say hi to Pooty. Hello, Pooty. Hello, Nick Applesauce. Yes,
Good chatter alert.
yes. Nick Applesauce is actually the GOAT, and actually, I'll actually do something else. He's a VIP now because he's the fucking GOAT, man.
You wouldn't raise the VIP number, but he was gonna give it to Nick. That's crazy.
Look, Nick's been here long enough.
Nick is a pretty good chatter, I will say.
Yeah.
Did you know Nick actually came up with Schmeichen in the boys' room? Did you guys know that?
Yes, I remember
Anyone not
that.
know that? That's like stolen valor that I've taken from Nick Applesauce.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't give it to Tiff because she's never chatted here before.
Tip should be mod, in my opinion. Skip VIP.
Actually, you're right. Let's give Tiff mod. No, just kidding.
Genius.
Fuck, we're off track. Okay. Okay. So, first question of this section of the stream. How do you make yourself stream all the time? Also known as, what is your most motivation for streaming?
So people don't say like, where's Curtoss? People don't like be like, oh, Curtoss doesn't stream anymore. My biggest fear is people are gonna say like, oh, Curtoss, that guy doesn't stream anymore. So I have to stream so the doubters don't have that ammunition on me, basically. No, I don't know. I like streaming. I like streaming, so usually, like, sometimes I won't, like, everyone that streams knows this. Everyone that streams has been through the same thing, where, like, sometimes you don't really feel like streaming, but usually once you start, you're having a good time. It's like sort of like a type B fun, where it's like, it's a little bit hard to, like, push yourself to do it, but usually when you're doing it, it's fun. It's same with, like, going out to see friends and having to, like, take the train, and you're like, oh, I'm on the train, and I'm, like, tired, and, like, I don't want to do this, I just want to go home and, like, lay on the couch, and then you get there, and it's fun, you know? That's the same for streaming.
Yeah, as you said at the beginning, I was a bit scared to go live today because I'd never done anything like this before.
Yeah, that too. It can be nerve-wracking, right?
Yeah, but now I'm just sitting here. I'm fine. I've got all my things. I'm fine. I'm ready to go. And yeah, I'm feeling fine. My next question is, why did you shave your head? Question mark.
For charity. For charity. I was thinking, what is the number one thing that I don't really want to do but would be willing to do for charity? And I think I came up with, well, other people have done this too. It's not like I came up with this.
Nah.
But like I think shaving my head is as far as I'd be willing to go for charity that I don't want to do but would be willing to do. And I think actually when I got closer to it, I was like already sort of like, I was like, okay, I'll probably have to do this. So I was like already sort of like mentally preparing for it. I don't know. It was like, it seemed interesting, I guess, to do.
Did you have any other ideas for charity stuff you had floating around in your head that didn't go through?
I'm trying to think. Anything like, I don't think anything would have been like that affects my personal life so much as
Nah.
shaving my head. It would have been like, oh, I'll do like a marathon stream or something, something like that. But things like I wouldn't get a tattoo for a charity incentive. I wouldn't do those kind of things. But like shaving my head seemed like temporary enough.
When you did get temporary tattoos, like the Mario
I did
tattoos,
get I still have some more in one of my drawers somewhere. I still have the rest of those. I forgot about those Mario tattoos.
And you also wrote Chatter's names on your body that donated $50.
That is true. I was sort of covered in shit at that. Sorry, I said I wasn't gonna swear. I was covered in gunk.
He was covered in stank. Okay, guys. Can we have a
No, it was fun,
swear
though.
counter?
I like shaving my head. I did it. I've did it like 2 more times since. I might do it again. I might do it
Dude.
again like next week. I don't know.
I
It's kinda
shaved.
sick.
I shaved my head when I was like in like 2021 for a Halloween costume. And then I was like, fuck, I don't like this because it was more permanent than I realized. And after that,
it
I
takes
was
a really like my hair has never even gotten close to that length again.
no, and like
It's been over or it hasn't been over a year. It's been about a year.
yeah, the last haircut I actually had was in August 2022, I think, and I've just been growing it out ever since. And honestly, I think this is my favorite hairstyle so far because
Very cool.
Yeah,
I like having long hair too. Long hair is nice. I think it like looks cool.
yeah, but you have like
I
a
like,
thing,
I like
right?
shaving my head. Yeah, I have like psoriasis on my
Yeah.
scalp, and also dude, it's so cool. Like usually when I would leave the house, you like look at your hair and you're like, oh, I gotta like make sure it's
Yeah.
okay or whatever, like fix it up. When you have a shaved head, you just walk out of the house. You don't even
Yeah.
think about it. It's awesome. It's so cool.
But I mean,
I
like,
like that.
most of the time when you're on stream, you were wearing a hat anyway to cover it.
Usually it's
and-
because my hair is messy.
yeah,
to
and
be
you
honest.
you could just see the tufts
I
of
can't
hair
do
on
that
your
way.
back, and on the back of your
Yeah.
head, poking
Yeah,
out.
usually I'll wear a hat. I also just like my style. I've always worn a hat like my whole life, sort of thing. But it's also really easy to then like, oh, and now I don't have to like make myself look as presentable. I can just like put a hat on. Mike, watch it. Ban that guy. Wait, I'm mod. I'm gonna nuke him.
Don't, brother, no.
I was gonna time him
Imagine.
out for 10 minutes, but I'm not actually gonna do that.
So when you shaved your head on stream, there was a little teeny tiny thing that happened. You got hair all over your floor, right?
Yeah, actually, I
and
did. I
you're-
had to vacuum up.
Yes, but you also got a dent in your head from wearing those headphones, those exact ones. Why?
I don't. Actually, it's a different pair. This is different headphones.
Oh,
These
is
ones,
it?
like you can actually see.
Oh yeah.
That's like dent-resistant technology right there.
Like you had like the ones you were wearing before were like the Sennheiser ones, right? That you wore for work.
Yeah,
aren't-
they were like Sennheiser 598 CEs, I think.
yeah. And that suddenly just became popular for whatever reason. That dent. Why did it become
still
so
is.
popular? I wonder.
I think it's just funny. I think people think it's funny. I think also everyone wears headphones, so everyone like that sees it gets like a little bit concerned.
Honestly, when
Usually
I
people don't shave their heads, so they don't notice it. Like
Nah.
you never notice it unless you have like skin length hair.
when I shaved my head, I noticed I am a prominent dent, and it's still there because I still wear headphones. And actually,
Move them back on your head.
the first reaction I had when you first revealed the head dent was like, yeah, I've got that too. Everybody has that. I didn't even react.
Oh,
like,
I think more people have
surprisingly.
that than they realize. If
Yeah.
you wear headphones during the day, you probably also have a dent, and you just don't know
Yeah.
because you're not bald.
yeah, you just thought it was your hair, but really,
Apparently, like air traffic controllers and like pilots, people who wear like headsets like this for like their work, they all have it too. Apparently, I did a deep dive on this.
blood switched to earbuds real fast. Skull emoji. Which is funny because you've been wearing earbuds for 3 years on stream.
Yeah,
as
I
far as
never wear
know.
these on stream. I never wear these on stream.
Yeah, the only
I have a
time
couple-
you've worn them on stream is like super early days and like when you're doing
Even
like
then, even, like, my
secret
first
streams and
stream.
such. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I usually don't wear these. I mean, this is what I wear usually. They're more comfortable, but I like the style of the earbuds for streaming. I like how I can like, get up and walk around and stuff. If I
Yeah.
wanted to.
So yeah, when the head dent was happening, people were joking about it and haha. Did you ever get tired of the head dent jokes? How long did it take you?
Not because like I was like offended by them or like embarrassed or something. Usually because like after a while it was just like not very funny anymore. Like I feel like
Yeah.
I've heard every single dent joke anyone could ever tell. So like even I was at dinner the other day with my friends, and like a couple of them hadn't heard about the dent thing, and most of them had, because like one of my friends, she is a teacher, and one of her students, I guess maybe a few of her students know about the head dent thing, and she said that she got like secondhand clout from it. She thought it was cool. But then of course it brings up to everyone else, and they're like, oh, what's that? And they do like the classic every joke or whatever, and it's like I have to like fake laugh because I've heard these things like 100 million times. They're like, it's not funny anymore to me. They're just like boring. And they're not offensive. Like I'm not like, I don't know. It's not like I dislike them. They're just like so exhausted at this point. Like it's been like a year of constant dent jokes, and it's like,
and they're still going on. Like people are still finding out about this video that you made about your head dent, and they're commenting on how deformed you are. It's like,
believe me, I know. I still get YouTube messages all the time about it.
I mean, like, how old is that?
TikTok
Like
DMs.
Tyler One screenshot where he had the head dent, like
That
5
one's
years
pretty
ago.
old.
Yeah,
that
like,
one's pretty old. I
and
think
people are
he
still
gets stuff
talking about it.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy, man.
Pigment plant one doesn't annoy me though. Pigment plant one is I think kind of funny. I don't know why. The Pigment Plant one, I think is funny.
I really like the Pikmin plan, especially when that guy came into the Discord and asked if he could have a bit of the Pikmin plant. That was hilarious.
A guy asked me about it like 4 days ago. He came into stream and asked about it. He said he found it on YouTube, and I was like, "That's
true."
This hasn't happened in a very long time." I was very confused by that.
Oh my god, that's really funny. And I also find it weird that there are people in this chat right now who came in to stream before, like after all of that stuff happened, which I find fascinating.
It is crazy.
Yeah,
it is crazy to think. Like some people will see like a picture or like a clip when I have long hair, and they're like, "Whoa, you have long hair!" And I'm like, "What do you mean? I just shaved my head, man. I've always had long hair."
Yeah, and it's like I'm talking from the perspective of a quote unquote old viewer, because when I joined the MBU in the first place, I thought I was like a new guy, and then I realized it's like, wow, I'm technically an oldie in this community now. Because I've been here for 2 years.
I think anyone that's been around for longer than like 6 months to a year probably I would consider pretty old.
Yeah.
Viewer. There's like different stages of how long a viewer's been around. But like if you stick around for longer than 6 months, you're probably, I don't know, you're around, you know?
Also, I just want to say hello, Kendi, and hello, T6E Kyle. How are you all doing? I was in Kendi's stream for a little bit now.
Streamers.
Yeah. Good streamers. I like them. Don't say you're old, Dre. That'll mean I'm old. 30 years old.
Bro.
Dude, the funny thing is, like, I'm half your age.
Yeah, that is crazy. It's crazy to think, like, I didn't really start, like, being on the internet until, like, I don't know, like, what, 27, 26?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Like,
crazy to think you are at this age.
Like, when you joined Twitch, I was 2 years old when you joined Twitch in 2011.
That is crazy.
Yeah. My next question for this is, how do you come up with stream ideas?
I don't know. I just think of them, I guess. I don't know. Usually I'll just like think of something and I'll like write it down. I have like a big list of things I want to do. And then usually things sit in the list for like 2 years and I never do them. But I have like a big list somewhere, and sometimes I'll pull stuff off that. Usually I'll like just think of it on the fly, or like, I mean, lately, how many stream ideas I've really had? It's like play X game, play monkey ball. You know, like usually I'm not doing anything too crazy the last little while, but hopefully that'll change. I have some ideas coming up. I think next stream tomorrow I'm going to do an interesting stream. So
yeah, I feel like you like take a game that you're playing like Zelda, and then you look at your accessories and like, oh, here's a steering wheel. I can play this. I can play Zelda with this thing.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and then.
Yeah. Well, usually it's because like I'll buy an accessory and it's like $100. I'm like, okay, I need to get like a few streams out of this.
Yeah.
I can't just do this for one stream.
Because it's like, man, there's a lot of money. Like, I don't think I've ever paid with my own card. I don't think I've ever paid for something that like over $50, because it's like, that's a lot of money. And it's like, nah, this isn't worth it. Especially for Steam games that I want to try. Like one game that's been on my radar. Hold on, I'm just going to look at my Steam wish list real quick. But one game that has been on my radar for like the longest time now is stuff like Spider-Man on Steam and stuff, like the Sony one, and what else? There's another one that I'm looking for, like Pavlov and stuff, and Superliminal and all this stuff. But I'm just like, I don't want to spend this much money, even though I have it. I don't want to spend it. And the same goes for like Dark Souls. Like I've wanted to play a Souls game for a long time now. I just haven't been able to do it because they're just so expensive.
You know what's a really good idea is Xbox Game Pass. Actually, I've been playing so many stream games from Xbox Game Pass because I feel like if you only play like a game for like a stream or two, like let's say last night I did Little Kitty Big City, I'm only gonna play that one time, right? Xbox Game Pass, it's just on there. I pay like $10 a month. I just play that game, and I mean, that game on Steam I think is over $10. So I've already saved the money because I'm only gonna play it the one time.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a bunch of games in there that I gotta like look through, and I'm like, oh, I'll play this game. You know.
I mean, for me, Little Kitty Big City on Steam is 36 Australian dollars, which is like
I got it for $10, and now I get to also play Power Wash Simulator every week too. You know.
Yeah,
like,
that was another game.
I'm not gonna play it again. You know.
That was another game I played for Power Wash Simulator. It's fucking awesome. I love Power Wash. I'm sad that my Australian internet wasn't able to be good on that stream.
I have to address the chat. Schmike and Steph are talking about the TV stream. I'm so sorry. This is a Draytrick stream exclusive. I cannot do the TV stream next week. We're gonna reschedule it to the next week, okay? 1 week delayed. I'm so sorry. I unannounced plans are happening that day.
Man,
it's not like I have no control.
Well, it's a Draytrix exclusive. I'm keeping it here. No one else knows.
I'll reschedule. It'll be next week. It'll be the week after. Don't worry.
Yeah. I don't like that Draytrix has more money than me, despite being like 2 years younger. I usually get my money through because my mother gave me my own debit card for stuff like if I went outside and I wanted to pay for like a drink or a meal or something, I could just use my own card without any problems. And also Matt pays me for editing videos and such, and even you've paid me for the sub badges. Yeah, which was fun.
That's true. Everyone's really mad about the TV stream, Draytrix. I'm sorry that I've caused this unrest. I will announce it on the Draytrix stream as well that the TV stream will happen.
Poggies, guys. Yeah. Why are you guys laughing? What is the TV stream? I don't know.
I have no idea. Schmike said TV stream. I wrote it down on the schedule, and I have yet to figure out what that's gonna
be. Define TV stream. There should be a Google definition for TV stream.
I think I'm probably just gonna watch a TV show. Probably what it's
gonna be. Where did the Curtoss name come from?
Oh, this is a good. You probably already know that. Everyone.
Yeah, I do. I just ask. I've been asking questions that I already know the answer to because some people may be watching who don't know the answer. So.
Yeah, like I'm looking at chat right now. Kyle has no idea. Kyle's the story ever. So I gotta tell this one for Kyle.
Kyle's a newbie.
Kyle's brand new to this community. Basically, I used to play a game called StarCraft 2, like I was talking about earlier.
Yep.
I used to play the race in StarCraft 2 called Protoss. And one of my friends one day said Curtoss, Curtis Protoss, and then I used that name. It's the pretty much the only name I've used for quite a while. Up until very recently. My alt account, I have a new name. I have a new persona that's been unlocked.
Can I say the old name of the alt now that it isn't?
Sure, It's
the original name was Tosskurt. If you were wondering. Yeah.
But I wanted to make a name that people could find, and they're not gonna find the new one. It's like it's totally crazy.
I mean, you said it on stream once, but like you're never gonna say it again.
Oh I always just, I don't know. Even Tosskurt, I think I said quite a few times, but people don't know. I just say it in passing.
I mean, I know, I knew about the Tosskurt account originally because Spark, we made a deal and she gave it to me. So yeah.
Actually, you know what's crazy? I remember because I've had Tosskurt since like over a year. It's been like almost a year and a half I've had that alt, and I've never streamed on it until recently. And I've actually been very consistent. I might be more consistent than on my regular channel. I streamed last night. I think over the last like 3 days.
Yeah, like watching you play the finals. Yeah, watching you play the finals has been a lot of fun. And I'm
awesome.
I'm scared because I want to play the finals now. and it's like I don't want to, but I also want to at the same time.
I like the vibes of it. It reminds me of when I first started streaming, because now I feel like I have like not like an expectation, but I feel like a little bit of like, oh, I want to like put in least like a decent amount of effort. Like I'll turn on my camera most of the time. I'll like try to think of something to do that's a little bit different than the day before. But on my alt account, I can just grind the same stupid game over and over with no camera. I barely even talk when I'm playing. I don't even read chat most of the time.
Yeah, right.
I can just do whatever, you know. It's like that's like my streaming for fun channel. Not that my regular one's not for fun. I just like that's like I want to put at least like the bare minimum effort into that one.
Yeah,
this one, who cares, right?
Your main channel's for serious streams only. You're serious. This is your job, your full-time job. This is what you do. You do nothing else.
That being said, though, don't get me wrong. I don't put that much effort into Curtoss, but I put more effort into Curtoss than my alt. Also, I only stream for like an hour usually. It's just like I play a couple games and then I go to bed or whatever.
Yeah. I just want to read some chats real quick. I found the alt when someone let it slip around me. I've been keeping it quiet since I don't want to sleep with the fishes. Says Nick Applesauce.
Nick Applesauce, I'd be scared if I were you.
Schmike says another fucking fuzzy sweatshirt ripoff.
No, that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit, man. I don't even know who Fuzzy Sweatshirt is. Okay.
His alt account name is Chicken Juice Bruce. That is actually true.
Saying it. I'm confused. I don't know
I'm deleting that message for safety.
Thank you. I appreciate
that. Steph of the Wild says, I can't believe people found my alt, and it's just Tosskirt. It's just named Tosskirt. Yeah,
but like it's like hard enough that you can't find it, but if you like sort of like, okay, what would he name this stupid thing? You know?
Why is Juice Bruce so funny? What do you mean? It's not funny. It's completely serious,
Bruce.
Man.
That's my name, man.
Yeah.
Schmike, can you change your finals name to Chicken Juice Bruce, and then we can duo queue?
And we're like, hey, Juice Bruce, you're grabbing a beer, mate. And they're like, yeah, I'm grabbing a beer, mate. I'm grabbing a beer from the fridge. That's what Schmike sounds like, right? Yeah.
I should get Dev to just name all my accounts.
Tosca was the first thing I looked up.
That's so funny.
Dude,
I think who was the first person to find it? It might have been Kyle. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, when you first announced it, I was like searching for every single inside joke, and I still couldn't find it. Because it was just it was dumber than I thought it was.
And now no one will ever find it unless they find like a link or something. Like I do link it in the Discord when I'm live, and then I delete it when I'm not live. So people can find it if they want, but it's like a timed exclusive deal. It's like a pre-order bonus, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and also when I made my alts, I never intended to stream on them. They were always one-ups. And I remember I got one of the alts got banned in Deb's chat because that was when I was still being a little shit. And then I remember I couldn't get back into chat because my phone number was blocked. So I had to get Curtoss to tell Deb that, hey, my phone number's blocked. Can you get me back into stream?
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to not like alts. I used to think alts were kind of stupid. And I still I don't use my alt to chat on anything. But I do like the alt for stream. I think it's fun.
I don't have Big Dog. I'm going to add Big Dog right now, actually, because that's cringe.
Yo, seriously, Deb, let's get to work, man. Let's get to work.
Big Dog. Where is it? There it is. Nice. There we go. Nice. Big Dog's in chat. Hell yeah. Liberated Toaster is actually an alt account.
What's the main then?
Yeah. Toaster, I'm waiting. What's the name? What's the main man? Come on, tell us. Do it. I followed when it was Toscut, so I just had to scroll down following to find it, and that's so stupid. I love it.
It's a good name. I also changed my finals name to that same thing.
Yeah.
And I'm stuck with it.
I can't tell you the main. Toaster, if you can't tell me the main, then
Wait, Toaster, is this someone we know?
That would ruin
Like,
the
would
point.
we know the main,
Yeah.
or is it like an account that we don't even know of?
Yeah. No, actually, his his main account is Schmeiko7. His main is Uso J-Dog. So stupid. Actually, that's Kyle's main account. Actually, well, no, it is. It actually is his alt account though. It actually is his alt account.
He does have the name because Uso J-Dog changed his name to like Bat Baby or something.
Yeah, and then he changed it like a 2 months later, and now we don't know what his name is. My next question is, what is the nicest thing someone in this community has done for you?
Well, there's just too many nice things I think to name. There's a lot of nice things. I think the nicest thing that everyone sort of did together was, I think the birthday video last year was really cool. I know you were involved in that. Matt Guz, a lot of people.
Yeah.
Schmike, like, and then everyone that filmed stuff for it. I know like
I'm a
Sky did a
cunt.
cool thing for it. Dev did a cool thing. Like pretty much everyone did a cool thing, to be honest. That was like really cool. I think the whole community doing that was like very, that was just really awesome. I really appreciated that. But of course, I think just like everyone, even just coming into chat every day is really nice. And like people having combos and like people like friends I've made and stuff. That's what I mean. All of it's
What
really
the
cool.
hell does
I think
that even mean?
it'd be hard to pick just one thing, to be honest, because there's so many. I wouldn't want to discount anything because there's so many nice things people do and nice people, you know.
Sky, that sound. I don't have sound alerts on, but they're still playing for some reason. Because that was Kelblev saying, "What the hell does that even mean?" And yeah, I should remove sound alerts. I think. Do I even have sound alerts? Hold on. I need to check my Twitch. Hold on. Because if I still have them, I should remove them. They're not here. Where are they?
What was the meanest thing the community ever
Jesus Christ! What the fuck? Who's booing me, man? What is this? Oh, sound alerts is here. Right. Okay, I see. Okay, I gotta remove that. Hold on. Technical difficulties, real quick. I'm just gonna remove this extension. Because,
I put a whole bag of jelly beans up my ass.
Thank you for that.
I don't know if I've ever had anyone do anything that mean to me streaming. I'm trying to think. Did anyone really? Have I ever been actually mad at anyone while I was streaming?
I don't think so.
I think I've been annoyed with people, but I don't think I've ever actually been like legitimately mad at people. Usually everyone's pretty chill for the most part.
Where do you keep the extensions?
Or sorry, Nick Applesauce, I guess. I hate that guy.
Where
Nick Applesauce just came into
this?
my stream one day, and that's the meanest thing. You know, I met Nick Applesauce on Instagram. Can you believe
Dude,
that?
what? Really?
That's my one and only Instagram viewer.
That's
Me and Nick
crazy.
Applesauce met on Instagram.
How do I remove this extension, man? I don't know how to do it anymore. I did it like a year ago, and I don't know how to do it anymore. Streaming tools? Extensions, here we go. Wow. Deactivate. There we go, it shouldn't be a thing anymore. So, this section now is gonna be the quick fire questions, also known as like the yes or no questions.
Lightning round.
Yeah, the lightning round, where you have to answer these questions in like about 6 seconds or so. So
Okay, you want yes or no answers? Is that the
yeah,
plan?
pretty much,
Okay.
yes.
Gotcha.
So is there any like fast music I can play for this? There's a hype playlist. Okay, get ready for Okay, the first question is, will you ever do another charity month in June?
Yeah. Yes. Sort of. Yes.
Yes. Where is Big Curdy Tunes 2023?
It's yes.
What do you mean, yes? What does that mean?
He said it was yes or no question. Yes. I don't know. It's there. It exists. I don't know.
Where is
Maybe
it,
it's not.
though?
I
It's
don't
not
know.
on your profile. When is the next...
It exists.
I realize... Okay, now I realize a lot of these aren't yes or no questions.
I'm gonna answer yes or no though.
Okay, when is the next Discord game night?
No.
Will
will be
you
none.
will you wear the chain again?
Probably no. Maybe. It's
Is
possible.
is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
What games have you always wanted to play on stream but never got the chance to? This is a bad idea. Timeout, man.
I don't know. None. I play them all. I play everything I want to play. The finals.
The finals. Well, you played that on stream before, on your alt.
Well, not on Curtoss. Not on Curtoss.
Okay. The final question of this is, will another Curtoss.com merch run happen?
Probably. Hopefully. I don't know. Maybe. I have nothing
Okay.
in the plans at the moment, but I'm not opposed to it. I think it'd be fun.
Hello, Brad Excalibur 890. How you doing?
Do I believe in voting rights for prisoners? Yes. Absolutely. Otherwise, you could lock up your political opponents or dissenters. Absolutely.
Yeah. Schmike says, please, gold chain, please.
Okay, deal. Fine, Schmike. I'll wear it.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, so this next
Coke
bit.
shaky, yes. Okay, sorry.
Coke shaky, yes. This next bit is
Okay.
going to be a little bit different from what we've done so far. This was added in as like a last minute thing. This is we're gonna have an intermission with a game called
Oh.
Young Sheldon Trivia.
Oh, perfect. I'm ready for this one. Oh, I know all about Young Sheldon. Actually, I'm gonna be really good at this.
This was organized by Ensign Sky and D Development.
That makes sense. That tracks.
We have 2 questions here. If you get both of them correct, you don't have to do anything. If you get one of them wrong, you have to gift a sub into this channel. And if you get 2 of them wrong, you have to give 2 subs.
Deals.
Okay. So, the first question is, name the 6 members of the Cooper family.
The 6 members. You got
Yes.
Sheldon.
Yes.
You got Meemaw.
Yes.
You got George.
Yes.
You got. Did I have to give their names, or can I give their positions in the family?
Names.
You've got Nancy, the mom.
Okay.
You've got I forget the sister's name. She's like, it's not like Marianne. It's like yeah, that's it. That's all of them. The
All
brother,
right, okay,
Trevor the
so-
brother, and then Marianne the sister.
Okay. So the answers were George Cooper. You got that one. The father. Mary Cooper is the mother.
Mary. Oh,
Yeah.
obviously. Nancy,
Sheldon
Mary,
Cooper, obviously. Meemaw. Georgie Cooper was the other son.
Georgie and Missy. Yeah, I
Georgie
remember
and
now.
Missy,
I've seen like 4
yeah.
episodes. I remember
There you
this.
go.
It's not at the top of my head. You know?
The next question for this is okay. Yeah, well, you have to give the sub. Remember. The next question.
Can I sub myself? Can I gift it to myself?
Sure, whatever works.
And it's gonna be a primer.
Nice, hell yeah. What? Okay, so the second question is, what was Meemaw's recipe that George tried to steal? Was it A, grits, B, brisket, C, cornbread, or D, chicken fried steak? Hell yeah, Curtoss subbed it with 5 months. I'm just gonna let this thing go away.
Cornbread. Final answer.
Cornbread, final answer? Are you sure about
I've not
that?
seen this episode. I have no idea. I've not seen this. I don't know. Cornbread.
Oh, well, you are actually very, 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 very wrong. The answer was B, brisket.
What episode is that?
I don't know.
I have seen it. I have not seen that episode. I have no idea. What you're
I don't
talking about.
remember this either. But hey, look, you
I've
got
seen
the question
first
wrong.
2 episodes. I think maybe the first 3, and then I saw the one where they drove to the hospital, and then I haven't seen episode 5 or 6. I don't think, because then I saw the like 3 seasons later.
Oh yeah, that's
Hospital
right.
one, and
Yeah.
then the other one after that. I don't think I've seen that.
So,
one.
who do you want to gift the sub to?
I'm going to gift it to the biggest young Sheldon enjoyer that I know.
Oh hell yeah. There's 2 of them. Which one is it?
Oh, the biggest.
Oh hell yeah, the biggest. The
one that
biggest
started
one out of
it all.
all of them.
No, I've watched I think like 3 episodes, and then I've watched like 3 more in the Discord with you guys.
Curtoss
Yeah.
just golfed
I
it
think
to
I've
the
seen like 6
development.
Yeah, I haven't been to the to the Young Sheldon watch parties recently, really. Mostly because, one, they haven't been happening, and two, I've been caught up with other shit. I just can't be bothered.
It's actually a pretty good show. I think
Yeah.
like myself, people discount it a lot because people assume that it's like The Big Bang Theory, which I think is a really bad show.
Yeah.
I don't think Young Sheldon like really like motivates me to like want to keep watching on a weekly basis. Like I'm not like there's no part of me that's like, oh, I need to know what happens next to Young Sheldon. But I actually think it's a really good show. I think it's a good, really good like show to just have on. It's like pretty wholesome. It's like pretty good message for the whole thing. There's good acting in it. It's like a good story.
Yeah.
I think it's actually pretty good. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I also think it's pretty good. Recently though, I don't know. I've just been off of it. Like I haven't been that much big of a fan as I used to be. I think it's because I've just been off of it for a while, and I haven't watched it in a little bit. But yeah, I just haven't been on it in a while.
I think also it's just that I've like lately I've been not watching like any TV shows unless I watch it with my girlfriend. Like unless we're like binging like a show together where we're like a very story-driven show where you gotta keep watching the next episodes. I feel like when I'm just at home with just me, like I don't really watch TV, so it's like hard for me to find time to just like put on some TV. I think is my problem.
I was pleasantly surprised with how well young Sheldon portrayed how such a young boy could be driven into a murderous rage, says Nick Applesauce.
It's true. That's one of the better episodes that I remember.
All I watch is anime lately, Candy Corn. I don't really watch anime. I haven't really watched anime at all. The most anime thing I've watched is Avatar and Korra. And that's it. And they're not really animes anyway.
You know what? I consider them anime. I know everyone's gonna be like, but they're not made in Japan. I don't believe in that.
They're kind of animes. They're like anime-esque.
I think they are like Western animes is what I'll call them. They are Western animes in my opinion.
I watched the Draytrix stream. Is that an anime? Yes.
That's an anime. That's
Yes.
an anime.
Yes. So, I think I just want to keep talking for a little bit before we get on to the next section. If you want to talk about...
You should watch an anime. You should watch what's like a good anime for people? Like Death Note's good. I don't know if Death Note's a little too like mature maybe. I don't know. But I think like there's probably some good animes out there.
I mean, what would you guys recommend? What would you guys recommend? Cowboy Bebop? I have been meaning to watch Cowboy Bebop actually.
I've tried to watch Cowboy Bebop. I love the music in that series.
You got mail.
I like the art style, like all that kind of stuff. It's kind of slow. I'll be honest. Cowboy Bebop's a tough watch, at least for me. I don't know. I've heard it's really good.
An anime to recommend? Yes, Dev. Yes. Death Note's pretty peak. It's one of the few anime I've actually watched.
I like
that's pretty good
two-thirds
praise.
of Death Note a lot. The first 2/3 of Death Note are actually a very good show.
Yeah, apparently the ending was garbage, but...
I did not like the ending. The whole last arc actually maybe ruined Death Note for me, but the first 2/3 were like really compelling. Really, really compelling.
Jujutsu Kaisen is another one that I've heard a lot about. I'm not watching One Piece. I'm just going to get that out there straight. I'm not going to watch One Piece.
That's not good.
Yet. Old SpongeBob.
Yeah, Nick, I agree. Old SpongeBob is good. Old SpongeBob is really good.
I remember when I got Pizza Hut, there was just a SpongeBob. It was designed, the box was designed to look like SpongeBob for whatever reason. I was just like, oh, fuck's sake, man. Because honestly, I was never that big of a fan of SpongeBob.
Dude, SpongeBob is good. I think the problem is like, especially if you're growing up in the time you grew up in, all the SpongeBob they're airing on TV is not good show.
Is it like The Simpsons and stuff where the modern versions are bad?
Simpsons.
Yeah.
It's just like The Simpsons where actually I've heard The Simpsons is actually getting good again, surprisingly.
Is it?
I've heard the latest season is being received really well.
Wow.
Like I don't think as good as the original stuff, but apparently Simpsons is like having a bit of a comeback. But SpongeBob pre-movie is good, post-movie is like pretty tough. It's very like watered down, I think.
Also, I just want to say hello, Bad. I forgot to say hi to you earlier, sorry. Good SpongeBob is legit as old as I am. That's wild, Nick.
Yeah.
So what are you? You're 26 years old.
It's wild to think SpongeBob is still as popular as it is, considering
Right?
it's like transcended like multiple generations of kids. Like SpongeBob,
Yeah.
that was like the biggest show when I was a kid. It's like still one of the biggest shows. Like it's one of the few things that's like really stood the test of time.
Dude, I've been meaning to watch The Simpsons for the longest time, but I've just been so busy with other shit that it's like, oh man, I don't have the time for this. But
I
okay.
would recommend over The Simpsons, watch Futurama instead. I think Futurama is consistently through the whole run of the show way better, way less bad stuff, and it's shorter.
Yeah.
It's and I actually think it's a way more like compelling storyline throughout the whole thing. Where The Simpsons, like the story doesn't really change much through the whole series.
I mean, I feel like most people say that that good Simpsons is from like season 1 to season 10 or 9 or whatever before that guy left and made Futurama.
Yeah, Futurama is very good. Like, there's only maybe a season or 2 of Futurama that's not as good as the rest, but like, it's super quality. Other than that, the 4 movies are fantastic. Actually, sorry, 2 of the 4 movies are fantastic. It's a good show. Good show.
I'm just
Really good
trying
show.
to.
Probably my favorite show.
I just want to look in my movies folder to see what animated shows I've watched, if any.
BoJack Horseman's really fantastic. It's a fantastic show.
I mean, going back to like Avatar and Korra and stuff. Okay, here's a hot take that I'm gonna spew out right now. I think The Legend of Korra is better than Avatar: The Last Airbender. I feel like people are gonna get mad at me for that, but I don't think you care. Nah. But yeah, I think Korra is better than Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm just gonna say
I feel like
it.
I've usually heard that opposite of that opinion, though.
Yes.
I feel like people say Korra's not as good.
Yes, it's the it's the hottest take in the Avatar universe. Actually, probably not. No. Dude, like movies I've wanted to watch for a while now. I was on a horror kick for a bit, and I've been really meaning to watch Alien for a while.
Okay, yeah.
And also
That's cool.
sci-fi stuff like A Space Odyssey and all those classic things. I have
that poster in my living room. 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
Great movie.
yeah.
Awesome. I love that movie.
And also about the horror stuff, I've watched like Jaws and Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like the big ones, and The Shining. I haven't seen The Thing yet. I'm just looking in my movies folder.
I'll give you some recommendations if you like, because I don't like horror movies.
Yeah.
There's very few horror movies I've ever liked. My favorite horror movie, and I think it's purely nostalgia, I love the movie The Strangers. The Strangers? I think it's called The Strangers. Maybe The Stranger. The Strangers? The Stranger? I don't know. That movie I think is
Okay.
cool. Cabin in the Woods is a cool movie.
Yes.
That's like that's an interesting one. You probably heard of that one. That's like a pretty popular one for people that like. And if you want like a more avant-garde, weird niche pick that not many people watch, is watch Cube. Cube is awesome. Cube 1, 2, and I think Cube 3, Hypercube.
Right.
Awesome movies. Very weird though. Like they're not super conventionally known as good movies, but I think they're cool.
Yeah. And yeah, I've also I've also watched some of the sci-fi stuff as well, and
Sci-fi is always good.
one of my favorite movie trilogies is the Cornetto trilogy with Simon Pegg
yeah,
and
those are
Edgar Wright. Yeah, those are
I
fantastic.
don't like The World's End very much. I'll be honest. I'm not a big fan of The World's End. The other two, great.
Yeah, The World's End to me is my least favorite. I think it's still good. I just don't like it as much. I feel like it was a bit.
I'll give you that.
It was a bit too. I feel like it was a bit too produced, if that makes sense. Like there was too much CGI going on. There was just too much going on. While Shaun of the Dead was very like. It still had like CGI moments in it, but it was very it wasn't as intensive with it. It took it kind of slow, and it was just less invasive on you because it had a smaller budget. Am I the only person
I
who?
think the big thing. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just reading Bad's message. Am I the only person who prefers the World's End to the others? My sister prefers the World's End. If you want to know that. So yeah, but go on.
I feel like the big thing is like The World's End is still a very competent, good movie, but it's like it's compared to two like classics. It's like Toy Story 4. Toy Story 4 is actually a really good movie. It's like an 85 out of 100 to me. Like it's a good movie. It's better than most movies you'll ever watch. But it's compared to like 3 of the best movies of all time. So then it's like, oh, that one's terrible. I think people probably say the same thing about World's End, where it's like, oh, I don't like The World's End. I like the other two better. It's still a good movie. I still liked it.
Yeah.
But I just think it's hard to compare it to two titans, you know?
Yeah. Sky says Hot Fuzz though bad. Sky, my
Fuzz is
favorite
awesome.
move, like My favorite movie of all time is Hot Fuzz. Come on. It's such a good movie. But yeah, I know, yeah, but I really did like the Cornetto trilogy. I think Hot Fuzz is definitely my favorite out of all of them.
That's my favorite.
But yeah,
Shaun of the Dead's good, but Hot Fuzz I think is like really good.
yeah, it's so good, man. I fucking love it so much. I love when they write stuff together. Simon and Edgar. Another show I watched was Auntie Donna. You probably know them. I've talked about them before.
I watched Auntie Donna like right when they originally came on the scene, like I don't know how many years ago.
Like
But
11
I
years
don't
ago.
keep up with them anymore. Yeah,
Nah.
I feel like originally when it was like, what was like their first things like, haven't you done well? Like I
Yeah.
remember watching those. and
Fuck, it's so
stuff.
good.
Christmas Pud, those kind of things. But lately they haven't really. Maybe it's also just because I've gotten older and they've sort of their comedy styles stay the same, and maybe it doesn't speak to me anymore.
Yeah.
But they're definitely like they've paid their dues. They've been around.
I mean, I feel like for me, Auntie Donna are like the modern day Monty Python, where like they still have the same surreal humor, but just not as edgy or bigoted anymore.
Yeah, they're sort of in that same kind of style of humor. I can see that.
Yeah,
Like,
and,
I think some people will not like that because people hold Monty Python to such a high standard, or like such a high bar. But I think they actually have like a similar style of comedy. I can agree with that.
Yeah. They put out a Netflix show, and then like 3 years after that, they put out a show on ABC, the Australian one only. And I prefer the ABC one because I feel like Auntie Donna's Big Old House of Fun, the Netflix one, that I feel like that it isn't as Auntie Donna. Like it's a lot more American in terms of like the style of humor, and like there's a lot more screaming, and it's just kind of louder. While I feel like, you know, Coffee Cafe is very it's a lot more smart with its humor. And even before on the ABC, they did a pilot episode for a show they were gonna do called Fresh Blood. That was back in like 2014, I think. Yeah, and that was really good too. That was like after the fourth guy left.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, they had a fourth dude. Yeah.
Yeah. And I also went to their live show recently, the most upsetting guessing game in the world, and it was really funny.
Cool.
Yeah.
I remember you told me that you liked it. You said that in chat the other day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so I have more questions here now. I went into the DMs of some people and asked them if they would like to ask any questions to you on their behalf, and these are those questions. So the first one.
Let's
that I
see.
have,
How does it feel to have a dent? Let me guess.
The first one is Mokalotl _ who says, "What was, in your opinion, the biggest point in your streaming career?" They also say Poggies.
The
for information.
12-hour charity stream where I shaved my head.
Yeah,
That was the
yeah.
biggest stream I've done in scope and probably like in what happened in it and in length
Yeah.
too. I think it's my longest stream still. I don't know.
Yeah. Then next we have Nick Applesauce with 3 questions.
Holy my goat.
First of which is, what is your definition of a good stream idea? Quote unquote.
That's a good question. Definition of a good stream idea. I guess if it works out, I don't know. I think it's actually really hard to know if a stream idea is good until you do it. I think here's actually my real definition of a good idea in content creation in general, is to make something that someone can't afford not to see. You know, if you make something, if like your idea is crazy enough that someone's like, okay, I have to see what this is, and then you hook them in that way. I think if it's like Curtoss plays Little Kitty Big City or whatever, it's like, okay, I can skip this one. I don't really care about this game. But it's like Curtoss eats a 400 jalapenos. It's like, I gotta see Curtoss eating 400 jalapenos. That sounds crazy. I can't miss this. You know what I mean? That's a good stream idea.
Nick's second question was, what factors go into your thought process?
For what? The thought process for
Stream ideas, I assume. I don't think he specified.
I'll be honest, not much. I feel like if I really, really wanted to, I could like really sit down and like grind out some really good stream ideas. But I feel like usually I sort of just think of a stream idea like 10 minutes before I go live, or I look through my list and grab something, or like I'll schedule it out in advance. I think most of the time, I'm not the best person to ask. I don't give much thought to it, to be honest.
And the third question he asks is, what's a popular trend that's occurred in the past that you can never see yourself doing?
Oh, that's a good question. I would say pogo stuck. Like that was like, I guess, a trend that I did, but I could see myself doing pogo stuck again, as crazy as that sounds. A trend I couldn't see myself doing would be like viewer contests where I give a reward and I pit everyone against each other and like do like a contest. I think that a lot of streamers do that, but I don't know. To me, that feels like very, I don't know. I don't like contests where someone's gonna feel bad about not winning.
Yeah, I mean, I've
like I think the last little while I don't like that.
I know you've done the contest stuff before, and I was involved.
And they're really
with one
fun.
of
Don't
them.
get me wrong.
Yeah. But yeah, when I did that one contest, the diss track contest, I was like, fuck, man, I sucked at that. I sucked at that one. I hated.
I also
doing
think people compare themselves. Like someone, like let's say it's like a diss track contest. Someone will come in who has like insane musical talent or something, and everyone else is trying to do like a funny thing.
Yeah.
And just get like sort of blown out of the water, and like it feels kind of bad, you know?
Yeah.
I think those are like really fun streams. And I think if people have that expectation going into it, then I think it's like it's fine. But I think not everyone has that expectation. It's hard for me to expect everyone will have that expectation. I think if I did one in the future, I would find like some way of judging it where people couldn't feel bad. I just don't know what that would be yet. Or
Yeah.
I'd really make sure the expectations are like, hey, this is for fun. If you don't win, that doesn't reflect who you are as a person. I don't know. I just feel bad when that kind of stuff
I mean,
happens.
the winner of the diss track contest was by people who weren't really musicians. Really, they weren't experienced in music.
But they put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah, they did. They put a lot of effort into it. I think a lot of people did, but yeah, they
For sure,
they-
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But I mean,
And I
like,
think the Blue Jays are going to win the World Series. The Blue Jays, by the way.
but yeah, and also like Pootie's Not Poggy's song was originally for the diss track contest, and now it's like become this like main thing in the community.
But then
that
he made it for Matt Guz. He changed Curtoss
That's
to
right.
Matt Guz, and then
I
everyone
remember
listens
that.
to that version.
on,
What the hell?
on his YouTube channel. That was funny.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and Nick wants to reassure you that he is not trying to steal your ideas, by the way.
Nick, I'm going to send you my whole list of ideas, okay? And you can have all of them, man.
Well, there you go. You see, Nick, check your DMs, all right? Check your DMs.
Send you
Be ready.
every single one.
Candy Corn is up next, and they ask, favorite stream moment you've had so far in your streaming career?
Like, I'd have to say it would be shaving my head, but I want to pick something different because that's like, I've said that like 5 times already.
Yeah.
What's like a really fun? I feel like there's let me think. Favorite stream moment I've had so far. It's gotta be the head, shaving the head. But second might be
Trial of Toe was good.
beating Pogo Stuck 1 or 3. I'm not sure which one. Beating Pogo Stucks actually are pretty close to the head shaving thing. I feel like it's really hard to explain why beating Pogo Stuck is as crazy as it is, but I feel like you put blood, sweat, and tears into that game, and you stream it for like weeks straight, and you put like 100 hours into it, and then all of a sudden you just beat it, and it's like the most hype thing ever. I don't think I've ever felt more satisfied beating a game than I have playing Pogo Stuck.
I mean,
So I think
when
those might be up there.
I think when you did one of the marble streams where you gave everybody Steam keys, I had that same experience with the game Satanic Panic, if you remember that.
Of course, that
Yeah,
makes sense,
because
yeah.
it was so
classic
fucking
game.
hard. It was like the shittiest controls. It was so bad, and then I beat it, and I was like, and I just celebrated, and I just screamed, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" It was so sick.
I will say though, Kyle is right. there's two types of people in this world: people who have beat Pogo Stuck and understand, and people who haven't beat Pogo Stuck and they think they understand.
Yeah.
Pogo Stuck is a different beast entirely. It is a feeling like no other. It is unbelievable. It is a high.
I'm just gonna say it
What a-
here.
what a game.
I'm never gonna play Poker Stuck. I'm
You should.
never.
It's a good game.
No,
it's
I'm
a
not.
Good, it's
no,
it's worth beating
no.
map 1 in my opinion. I think everyone should beat Pogo Stuck map 1.
Map one. Map
It's a,
one at
it's
least.
a test of will. Map 1 is a good one to beat. I think after that you don't really need to play anymore. To be
Okay.
honest. Map 1 is like the rest of it's like whatever.
Yeah.
But map 1's really good.
Yeah. Honkman Deluxe is up next on the list.
Oh my goat.
And speaking of goat, he asks, "How does it feel to be the power washing goat?"
Feels pretty good. Feels pretty good.
Feels
I feel
pretty
like
good?
I'm not the power washing guy. I feel like Steph carries me.
Emmy was in the last stream too, wasn't she?
Emmy?
Emmy.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't watch that much of it.
I don't
But yeah.
think Emmy was power washing though. I think it was just me and Steph still.
Yeah.
There's
But
a power washing.
it's funny that comes from Honkman Deluxe because he, in my opinion, is the streaming goat, because we have a little community where we try to stream every single day, with small streamers in the MBU, and he fucking carries hard, man. He carries all the time, and it's just so sick, man.
Honkman is pretty. I think last year, believe it or not, Honkman was my most watched stream.
That's true.
I don't think I feel like I haven't watched as much Honkman this year because I don't know. I
Yeah.
haven't watched as much Twitch.
Streaming
But, last
at
year,
times
Honkman
you
was
can't access, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Next couple questions are from Static Spark _.
Okay.
Her first question is, do you have any advice for us youngsters now that you're such a wise, frail old man?
Yeah, don't. This is gonna sound really tired and like really stuff you've heard a lot, but like, don't start smoking when you're young. Don't start doing drugs when you're young. Don't start. I don't know. I think it's worth when you're young building good habits because it will affect you when you're older. I feel like when you're young, you're always like, oh, I'll just start this good habit when I'm older, but you never will. You have to start whenever. I feel like building good habits for yourself, trying to be the best you can be, trying to put time into like learning about the world and learning things. I think that kind of stuff's really important. And I think,
Yeah.
I don't know, but I feel like people like you and Spark are probably already on a good path for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think that advice probably falls on ears that don't need to hear it, but I think that's probably pretty important stuff. I think try your hardest in school. These kind of things. I don't know. Don't like, for the most part, don't be afraid about making mistakes unless it's like a really big mistake. Like, don't start smoking. That's a big mistake. But like, I don't know. Making little mistakes is good. That's how you learn. I think don't be afraid of that kind of thing. I don't know. Just like very generic advice. I think it's generic advice for a reason. I think that's like usually.
I mean, it's
good
generic,
advice. But
yeah.
the problem is you don't notice it until you're older. I feel like people gave me that same advice when I was young, and it's like whatever. But then when you're hit like your mid 20s, your late 20s, your early 30s, or whatever, it's like you're like, wait, this stuff makes a lot of sense actually.
Yeah.
Why didn't I do this earlier?
I mean, I feel like even with me, even at the age that I am, my mother and my sister have told me multiple times that it's like, it feels like I'm a 17-year-old in a 14-year-old's body. Because
Just wait till you're like 30, then you're gonna be like, damn, 17 is still pretty young.
Yeah. I mean, I still feel young as hell. I mean, like, physically, I
That's good.
feel
Embrace
like
that.
a 14-year-old.
Definitely make sure you enjoy being a kid too. I think that's
Yeah, and
important.
it's like,
You
I've
don't
only...
want to like look back at your childhood and be like, man, I was acting like I was in my 20s since I was a teenager. I think like enjoy being a kid as well.
Yeah, and I've only just started growing facial hair as well. Like, there's
There you go.
a dark spot where my mustache is. There's sideburns. It's starting to grow, man. It's kind of
There you
sick.
go. You're getting older.
Um,
Yeah, and sorry, and invest as many cryptos as you
Yeah,
can. That's
yeah,
also
yeah,
important,
yeah,
too, 'cause
yeah.
that only
yeah,
goes up.
Yeah.
And like whatever altcoin, like I think dog with hat is a good one. Try that one out.
The second question that Spark asks is, I'm assuming this is a joke question. Do you like Milo or Misty better?
You can't like either of your kids more. That being said, there are things about each of them that I like more about each of them, but overall you can't pick one over the other.
So you're not allowed to like your kids, but however, I like this kid better.
Yeah, I think for certain things you can like your kids or your pets better. I think there's like certain things that I'm like, oh, I like that about Milo better than Misty because Milo does this thing
Yeah.
in a better way. But I think there's things I like about Misty that Milo doesn't do. You know, like I think it's probably the same for kids too. There's just like it's hard to pick an overall favorite, But I think you can have favorites in like different categories probably.
I mean, is like Misty's meowing a positive or negative on your
It depends. If it's in the morning, it's a negative. If it's like in the afternoon, I think it's funny. But also Milo is like my firstborn son, you know, so that always holds a special place.
Yeah. How's
that
chat.
fence feel? Schmike? Someone asked me what my favorite chatter is. I'm gonna say everyone but Schmike.
You absolutely can like certain kids more. Source experience, smiley face, says the bad gamer.
Yeah, it definitely can happen. But I think ideally it shouldn't happen. You can like certain things about your kids more, or sorry, you should like certain things about each kid or each pet or whatever more. But I think ideally you should understand everyone's strengths and weaknesses and understand that that's just how they are, you know?
Wait, hold on. I'm just looking at the chat logs here. Stop smoking is cool. Stop listening to this guy. Deleted by Ensign Sky. Given to peer pressure at college. Says Schmike07.
I mean, you could.
Drink and drive. I actually agree with this one, Kyle. Don't worry. Drink and drive. Do it.
That's a bad one.
No, do it, guys. I swear, do it.
Your parents will like you more if you're part of the cool group in school.
Yeah.
If you smoke in high school, your parents will like you more. That is true.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. And the third question that Spark asks, I don't know if a lot of people are going to get this one, but did you think you could hide Christopher?
I know I can. Because you're the only one. Because you know what's crazy, Spark? Is everyone thinks you're making a joke, and that's how I'm getting away with it. Everyone thinks you're making a joke about Christopher, and we can all laugh about it. And you guys are still thinking I'm making a joke, but Christopher's out there, okay?
I'm not going to explain that one. Ensign Sky asks, would you ever play the bassoon again?
No, never. I shouldn't even have played it to begin with, to be honest. But I think it's cool that I have played it. I think to say, like, oh, I used to play the bassoon for a couple years, I think it's funny. But I have, like, no need. Like, I also couldn't really play an instrument here. My neighbors would probably complain. And I don't really have a need to. If I was going to play an instrument, I'd play, like, a keyboard, like a piano, I think.
Right.
If I was to play an instrument again.
Was that a dev question? I'm sorry. I didn't realize. It was just, I was just sending it back and forth through Sky. So I thought Sky sent it, but it was really D development. Oh. Got that one wrong.
Good question, Dev. That's a crazy question, but okay.
I'm gonna change it to D development, even though I've already asked it. Yeah, back when I was like doing band in year 3 of school, I used to play the saxophone, and I had no idea how to do it at all. So I just left like after like 2 months because it was heavy, especially for like a 9-year-old at the time. And yeah, I didn't like the saxophone. Although I do want to get back into it again, I think, because saxophones are cool.
I think when you're young, yeah, I think at least trying, like, not everyone's gonna like playing an instrument, not everyone's gonna like playing a sport, but I think when you're young, especially, you should give these things a try. It's the easiest time to do it, to try to play an instrument, to try to play a sport, to try to do whatever activities. And if they don't work out, then whatever. I think that's fine. But I think giving that kind of stuff a shot when you're a kid is probably a good thing.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, my band teacher wasn't good, so that's probably why I left. Because
you're telling me
he was a cunt.
Terrible.
Yeah. Next question here is from Schmike07.
Oh no. Okay, let's hear it.
Any old chatters that Curtoss misses?
Oh, of course. There's so many old chatters I miss. Yeah, all of them. There's not many I don't miss. I think, like, if I go way, way, way back to, like, the early days, you got, like, people like Jay Lund was really cool. Amanda was a good chatter. Who else is, like, Haley was cool. Watcher was cool. There's a lot of really cool chatters back then. There's also a lot of cool chatters that, like that are around every once in a while. Lily Oz was in my alt stream like 2 days ago.
Dude, Lily Oz is fucking amazing. I love her so much. She's one of the best.
Yeah, there's a lot of really good chatters that have sort of come and go. Sometimes they come back though, like Sky. I thought Sky was long gone. Sky, if you don't know, like my first year streaming, Sky was there for maybe like the first month or two, and then like, pieced out for like 6 or 8 months. Then Sky came back, and Sky's been here ever since.
Yeah. Which I think is
Hira. I miss Hira. I wouldn't say Hira as much of a chatter, but like someone I knew. Bilbo. There's a lot of good.
I remember watching Hira's stream in 2023 when he did that one stream. And he seemed like
The
a
classic,
really
like,
cool
do one
guy.
stream a year.
Yeah.
He's very nice.
Also Bilbo as well. I've met Bilbo a couple times through Mama's Little Fat Boy, which is another person that I miss
I
streaming.
miss Mama's Little Fat
Yeah.
Boy. Wait, sorry. If I'm talking about streamers, I miss Mama's Little Fat Boy.
Yeah.
Peak Matt. I miss.
Dude, Peak Matt was so sick. He taught me Mario 64, man. He's so cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that just sort of drop off of the world. I think most streamers usually don't plan like, hi, I'm retiring. They just sort of never stream again, and then it's the last you ever hear of them.
Yeah.
I think in both Peak Matt's and Mama's Little Fat Boy's Discord, I've posted in there being like, hey, miss ya. Hope to see you back one day. And then I don't think either of them have ever been replied to. Those have been like months and months.
Yeah, so when I said Schmeiko7, you revolted a little bit, and it turns out it was a normal question. Well, not anymore, because he just asked, are you a silent or loud farter?
Silent. I don't
Silent?
fart. That's the thing about me. I just don't do it.
Okay.
No one, you guys will never find a clip of me doing it. You can ask anyone who's met me in real life. I don't never do it. I don't believe in it.
Peak Matt is a streamer? I thought you were saying Matt Guz fell off. Yeah, there were a couple Matts in the community. Schmeiko asking the important questions.
It's a superpower, man. It's a superpower.
How do you get the superpower, though?
You're just born with it, I guess. It's like, how does Spider-Man get his webs? Bit by a spider? I don't know. No one knows.
So if you get farted on, do you get the silent fart superpower?
I don't think that's how it works. I'm not actually sure how the mechanisms of it. All I know is Schmeik wouldn't understand it.
Right, okay.
Schmeik could dedicate his whole life to trying to figure it out, and he wouldn't even understand it, to be honest.
I don't have any more questions for this segment. So do we just want to chat again? Like, what do you want to?
Sure. Whatever you got, I'm here. I'm the interviewee. You just ask me stuff. You just say stuff at me, and I will say it back.
What good stream games would you recommend someone play for their first stream if they wanted to?
Oh, I actually have a really good answer for this. Don't play anything that... Here's actually the best answer. If you are a new streamer and you want to play stream games, but you don't know what to play and you're still kind of new, is play retro games that have a large, like, nostalgia following that people don't play a ton anymore. Like for me, I think one of the best games I streamed in like that kind of category is like Super Mario Galaxy. You know,
Yeah.
Everyone's played Super Mario Galaxy. That's a critically acclaimed, great game. Not many people are playing it that aren't speedrunning it right now. So if you go to Twitch and you want to watch Super Mario Galaxy, you don't have that many options. You're showing up on the first page.
Yeah.
You love that game. It's easy to watch. There's a large like potential viewer base for that kind of thing. I think retro stuff that was once very, very popular and still is popular that isn't like super well played, I think is the best stream game to get started. I think it's the best stuff to get started.
I mean the first game that I ever played on stream when I got back into streaming was a game called Papo and Yo, which was a game that I think only I had ever heard of because I played it with my mother, and it was one of my favorite games. And yeah, obviously it didn't do well because no one's ever heard of it. But it was a lot of fun to do, and I should probably get back into it sometime because God,
yeah, playing like really
such a
niche
good
stuff.
game.
That's tough. It's like, unless you already have an established viewer base, playing niche stuff, you're never gonna get a new person coming in, right? Also, Dev, that's very funny.
Yeah, I was about to read it.
Not a joke. Dev,
Not a joke. No.
Parentheses, not a joke. So, don't believe it.
Spark says Crumble as a good stream game to
Not a
start
good stream
playing.
game.
And
I completely disagree.
Kyle says can someone ban this person? I'm not gonna ban
Pogo Stuck's
Spark.
actually a good stream game.
Is
but,
it though?
But I think it's a really, really good stream game. It's actually too good is the problem. And that when it's so good that when you stop playing Pogo Stuck, everyone will stop watching you.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. That's true.
Yeah, I feel like if I started playing Pogo Stuck, I wouldn't enjoy it. Like before, during, or after Pogo Stuck, I don't think I would enjoy it because
It's such a good game. Oh, it's perfect. It's a perfect game.
I hate rage
also hate
games. I don't
it's-
understand rage
Pogo
games.
Stuck though
man.
is so much more than a rage game. Because like Jump King or like whatever, those are like stupid rage games. It's just like one input or whatever. Pogo Stuck actually takes the movement, is like really, like the skill ceiling for Pogo Stuck movement is unbelievable. It is so crazy how like much you can learn about the movement in that game. It's awesome.
Yeah, I know someone is not gonna like that Jump King comment.
I hate Jump King. I think it's a bad game.
Which is funny because that's how you met Matt Guz.
It's true. It's a good thing I played it that day.
So you were playing Jump King and Matt was also playing Jump King, or were you just...
Yeah, and there's a lot of misinformation out there. He always says I was playing Jump King with 3 viewers. Okay, let me set the record straight. I was playing Jump King with 7 viewers, and Matt rated me with 9 viewers.
Right,
There's always like
okay.
this, like Matt comes into this 3 viewer stream with like these like 30 viewers and like blessed me with all these. It was 7 and then 9, and only one of them stayed, and it was the guy who's indefinitely trolls us.
Fuck, man. That's sad. Like, I feel like, throughout this...
the record straight.
Yeah, throughout this whole entire thing, Matt Guz chatters have just been Curtoss chatters at the same time, which is, I guess,
you know
why
what?
the MBU just got started in the first place, really. Because
Matt Guz stayed. Me and Matt Guz became friends, so it was worth it.
yeah,
in the end.
yeah.
And do O2 stayed as well. I love Do.
Dude, I remember Do came into some of my streams when I first started, and he was a cool guy. He was cool to talk
Du's
to.
cool.
Yeah.
Du's cool.
Candy Corn says, Mr. Kirk, Kirk, the Corn Times here. What games this year are you excited for? Microphone up to
Let me
face.
think. What games am I excited for this year? Nintendo still has yet to announce really what's coming out for the rest of the year. That's going to be announced in June. So whatever they're going to announce, I'm sure I'll be excited for. Maybe we'll get Metroid Prime 2 on the Switch. That could be cool. I like that one even better than 1. Other games that I'm super excited for. There's not honestly, it's not coming out this year, but Grand Theft Auto 6 is exciting. Other than that, like the AAA stuff, I don't really know anything else that I'm really that excited for right now. Whatever I'm excited for the Switch 2 is what I'm excited for.
Yeah.
Whatever comes with that.
I do know. I don't know if I'm really that excited for any games coming out, because I feel like there isn't a lot of good games coming out anymore.
I was excited for Little Kitty Big City, and that's
yeah. Big Walk by the makers of Untitled Goose Game. I'm excited for that one.
That one looks cool. That one looks cool.
Mouth Washing, the game that you played on Fish Files Friday, the sequel to that's what it is.
That one looks cool.
What other ones? There's this Half-Life. Okay, I just got a thing from OBS saying there is not sufficient disk space to continue recording. So, whoops. Rip my hard drive. It's fucking full as shit.
Damn.
But yeah, there's this Half-Life mod called Half-Life Decay Solo Mission, which is based off of a Half-Life extension pack from like the 2000s called Half-Life Decay, which was originally for the PS2 exclusive version of Half-Life, and many people have tried to port it to PC and stuff, and there's a mod coming out on Steam where you can play it on your own, and or I guess with a friend also, but it is called Solo Mission for a reason.
Hell yeah, that sounds fun. That sounds
Yeah.
cool.
Half-Life Decay Solo Mission is a new upcoming fan remake of the PS2 exclusive Half-Life expansion Decay, with the goal of rebuilding the game from the ground up to function as a seamless single-player experience from Team Solo.
Dude, I actually know the game. I know my most anticipated game. It's Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble.
Yeah. Hell yeah. See, he still likes Monkey Ball. He doesn't hate it.
Got it. He still got it.
Speaking of Half-Life mods, I did actually play this on stream. Black Mesa. I know that was being announced for a really long time. That was fantastic. I loved that.
I've heard it's
so
really
much.
Good. I've heard it's really good.
Yeah, I played it on stream.
Half-Life's that's a classic for a reason. Half-Life 2 is fantastic.
Yeah, Half-Life 2, I think was the first-person shooter I ever played. I think.
It's really good. I think if someone hasn't played Half-Life 2, you should definitely give it a shot.
That's because
it set the standard for the whole genre going forward. It's fantastic. It still holds up too.
Yeah, I played it on the orange box because my sister had it on the Xbox 360, and there was like Half-Life 2, Episode 1, Episode 2, Portal, and TF2, which I still play today.
Orange box is great.
Yeah.
The TF2 on the orange box though isn't really.
It wasn't. No. Yeah. I mean, like, I think in the orange box version, the pyro can't even air blast, which is like a staple for TF2 nowadays. And like, you don't have cosmetics. You just have the default weapons. You can't like do emotes or anything. It's just bog standard 2007 TF2. You should, Dre. You should play Marvel Ultimate Alliance on stream. I do have it on stream, on Steam. Sorry, because my sister bought it. But it's not on Steam anymore. So I'm lucky to have both of these games now on Steam. Right there. Because I share a library with my sister. Spark says, question from the New Spark Times, Mr. Esticle. When do you think you'll stop streaming?
I have no idea. Probably, I don't know. I don't know. I think when it feels right, I guess. I'm not sure. I have no plans at the moment to stop streaming, but I can't really see myself streaming like longer than like 2 more years. I don't know. Well, maybe I will. Who knows?
There's a Funko Pop game? Since when?
Schmike said it felt right 2 years ago. Bro, Schmike, you should have stopped streaming 2 years ago, brother.
The fuck is it? Okay, hold on. I gotta find out about this Funko Pop game, because what the fuck? Funko Pop game. What's this all about? Is Kyle fucking with me here, or is this actually a thing? Funko Fusion. Funko Fusion is an upcoming 2024 Funko-themed action-adventure crossover video game developed and published by 1010 Games.
Can you, like, is it like Skylanders? Can you, like, tap your Funko Pop?
This game includes various characters from different Universal Pictures films and television series. It doesn't say a lot. Action-adventure single-player and multiplayer that allows up to 4 players. It doesn't say a lot about, like, what if it's like the Skylander amiibo sort of thing. Excalibur Brad asks, question from the Top Caliber Monthly for Boss Toss. If you and Dratrix were to waltz together, who do you think would lead? I think Curtoss.
I probably wouldn't waltz with Dratrix. I probably wouldn't waltz with any of my chatters, to be honest. But obviously I would lead. Come on.
Yeah.
Come
Obviously
on.
he would lead.
Have you not seen me in the finals? He's crazy.
I haven't even played the finals. It's just a game where everyone have the big Funko Pop heads, and I'm not sure why. Hold on, I gotta see. Funko Fusion trailer.
Dev says, when you stop streaming, will you act like you don't know nobody? Absolutely. I feel like I'll stop streaming, I'll delete all my accounts, and no one will ever hear from me again.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I probably won't do that.
That'll be funny.
I probably would keep contact with several people.
Hold on, I just
Whoever
want
wants
to put this on stream here and see what this is all about. Funko Fusion. May contain content inappropriate for children. Then why make it Funko Pop themed?
This looks so bad.
This is like a Lego game, but worse. Well, actually, no, not worse, bad. Because Lego games are sick.
God, I hope this game doesn't sell well. God, I hope this game fucking.
What is this, man?
With envious eyes.
Envious eyes. What is all this? My God.
Soon
Oh, it's so bad.
I will be
This looks like an animation from like the Minecraft YouTube animation channels from like 2014. These suck, man.
Your worlds will fall. And your people will
I think I just hate Funko Pops.
Then what is this like?
So much.
What is this like plastic blood, man? What is all this? It's so shiny.
It just feels like the most soulless consumer product that people are obsessed with.
Right?
It's like so not interesting. I'm surprised Funko Pop is as big as it is.
My God. Hey, wait, no, hold on. Is that meant to imply that there's like ketchup? So it's not even blood, it's ketchup. Because there's ketchup bottles everywhere. What the fuck is this game, man?
And then all
Yeah, Candy, it's Lego Dimensions, but worse.
will be mine.
Oh,
You know,
no.
they're not gonna have like all the rights to all the cool Funko Pops. I don't think they'll have to use like whichever one.
Yeah.
Honestly, these all just sort of look like generic Funko Pops.
Hold on, what was that bug? Like that ant-looking thing. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the toy, the mangled toy that Sid makes in Toy Story 1. I don't know why, it just has that sort of look to it. It looks
It's
like,
the legs, I think.
yeah, how it stands. Wait, so hold on. Whenever you headshot someone, it just pops their head off? God damn it, man. This game sucks.
Jeez, you're like beheading them. Decapitating these poor Funko Pops.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at that very realistic animation.
I mean, they
Look
got
at
like
those
some
physics.
licensed stuff. Like there's like Back to the Future there.
Yeah,
There's,
right? Like,
some
all of this.
Jurassic World. Oh, yeah, there you go. Scott Pilgrim. Hot
Yeah,
Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz?
Invincible?
Wow. I'm so
do
sad
have
that
actually
they
a
got
lot
the
of
best
licensed
movies
stuff.
and for the worst game ever. Oh, fucking Five Nights at Freddy's. Fucking hell, man.
That is bizarre, the things that they chose to have in this. I guess it's like whatever. You could be Rick Grimes. Oh, no.
Oh, man. They ruined Hot Fuzz. They ruined Shaun of the Dead. They ruined Jurassic Park.
But like,
Fucking
what
hell.
kid cares about Hot Fuzz? What,
Right?
Like, 10-year-old is like, oh, I can't wait till I get to the Hot Fuzz section of it. It's like, they don't know what that is.
Like, I first watched Hot Fuzz when I was when I first joined this community, when we were doing movie nights, we watched Hot Fuzz.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie, but I can't see like kids really even knowing.
No, who cares about
Or like
Hot
Umbrella
Fuzz?
Academy, yeah.
Yeah, like
Like
the
Walking Dead, like what?
Walking
Back to the
Dead,
Future.
Shaun
No
of the
kid
Dead.
knows what Back to the Future is. No kid is like, oh, I love Back to the Future.
Yeah, I only know about Back to the Future because I'm a stupid nerd, and like not
Yeah,
all
well,
kids are
it's
stupid
like-
nerds.
it's Yeah, and it's like popular enough that people know the names, but I don't think many kids have seen it. You know.
You gotta understand, there are 40-year-old men who love Funko Pops that will
God.
be playing. I hope not,
I hope
but probably
not, yeah. Oh
that
my
yes, probably yes. Sadly,
I hope that game does so poorly, but it probably will do well.
oh god, there are Funko collectors as well. Oh god, I feel so sorry for them. I mean, is it like the same as like? I don't think it's the same as like collecting Amiibo or something, because Amiibos actually do things. And also,
Yeah, but they don't like people don't really use them for that though. Amiibos
No.
like will do stuff, but like no one really does anything. with them,
but I
to
feel
be
like
honest.
Funko Pops are exclusively for children and no one else. And yet, 40-year-olds
guess
collect
there's a
them.
lot of like Nintendadults that buy Amiibos. That's for sure.
I think it's the same as collecting any figurines, except they're ugly. I think that's also true. Because
True.
I hate
At least
how
Amiibos
Funko
actually
Pops
look
look.
good. At
Yeah.
least Amiibos actually look like the fucking characters.
Yeah,
How
because-
Funko Pop look like stupid big-headed character. I hate it.
Yeah. Like, what was that one show? Big Head?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking hell. What a weird game this is.
I'm
What is it-
surprised. I
what
mean,
does the
I'm
comments
surprised
say?
it took them that long to make that. To be honest.
I never thought I'd see the day that Freddy Fazbear and Scott Pilgrim will be in the game together. Finally, a spiritual successor to Lego Dimensions.
What have they done to my boy?
My
Scott
God.
Pilgrim. Damn.
No. FunkoFusion.com? Oh, God. Man. About Funko Fusion. Experience a festival of fandom like never before in Funko Fusion. Oh, God. Play through iconic worlds and mash up characters inspired by some of your favorite franchises in an action-adventure game with uniquely authentic, irreverent humor from the creative minds of 1010 Games.
I see. I think I don't like when there's like this like culture of like, oh, you're only a real fan if you like do X and X. Oh, only real fans would buy the Funko Pops. You're not a real
Right,
fan unless you're
yeah.
the Back to the Future Funko Pops. I hate that. It's so
Yeah.
soulless. It's so stupid. It's like almost like gatekeepy. It's like just reading that line, like experience a festival of fandom, makes me want to throw up.
Yeah,
I hate that.
it makes me want to fill my lungs with fluid.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Frequently asked questions. Why? Why? What kind of game is Funko Fusion? Funko Fusion is a story-driven, handcrafted third-person action game where you get to play with some of your favorite characters across TV, movies, games, and comics, except they look like bobbleheads. Do I need any physical Funko Pop collectibles to play Funko Fusion? Funko Fusion is a standalone video game and you do not need any collectibles to play it. Then why make it in the first place? At least you could add
bet
like...
they're regretting not putting RFID chips in the bottom of the Funko Pops.
Yeah, right.
They wish they did it. It's too late now though. It's way too late. They can't do it. They're regretting that so hard. They didn't put a little chip in the bottom of all the Funko Pops.
Yeah. content may contain content inappropriate for children. I think that's really funny, seeing that that it's on Funko Fusion on all things.
Yeah.
Oh god. All Funko should have been bubbles.
That would at least make a little more sense.
Yeah.
They look like bobbleheads already.
Hello, Chexy. Sorry, we're taking a break from the interview real quick to look at Funko Fusion. What a weird thing, man. What is that? Yeah, do we have anything else to talk about? Anything new?
I think I've said everything that I want to say. Other than thank you, Dratrix, for having me. And I think at the beginning of the stream, you said this is probably the only time I'm going to do this. I think you should do this with other streamers. I think it's a cool idea. I think it'll hone your interviewing skills even further, and it's kind of like maybe a fun repeating segment. You should ask other streamers if they want to be on as well. I think that'd be cool. I think it's a good segment. I think having like an interview thing in the community is kind of fun. I think it's cool. I think you should see if other people want to do it too.
Yeah, and I didn't want this to be the Drew interview or anything, because that
this
was
is a
fucked
real
up.
interview. The Drew interview is not a real interview. That is like I don't know what that is. But I think you should reach out to other people, and I think you should make it a recurring thing. I think it'd be good for you and good for the community. I think it's cool.
Yeah. Spark, I'm not gonna answer that question.
Spark, the answer is all three to all three.
Dev says, what would hurt their stock price more, Stunko Pops or Funko Poops?
Probably the poops would hurt more. Well, I don't know. Actually, people actually probably would like that a lot. People are into like slime and stuff these days. So who knows?
I think even slime's not that much of a thing anymore.
Yeah, I think it's probably fun. I gotta figure it out.
There was a question all the way back that Spark asked. If you had to waltz with a chatter, who would it be?
Percy Plum. Final answer.
That's a good answer. I like that one. The Schmike Schminterview when? We'll just have to wait and see. Maybe Coffee and Komodas is the Schmike Schminterview.
True. Me and Schmike would talk about like basketball or something, you know.
Brad says, I have another very important question for Boss Toss. Who do you want to play you in the Hollywood biopic based on your life? And who would play your chatters?
That's a good question. My chatters, who cares? That's a bunch of extras, you know what I mean? Who cares about them? Who would play me though, the star of the show? That's a good question. Chatters. Timothy Chalamet, perhaps. I don't know. That's a good question. Who's like the new hotness in Hollywood right now? Rupert Grint. ban whoever's saying Rupert Grint. Ban them. Ban all of them.
No. Actually, I'm gonna pin these, man. I'm gonna pin these. Hell yeah. Speaking of old chatters, I miss Reese's feces. Rip, man.
Ooh, gone too soon. Died in a sewage accident. A really horrific, unfortunate sewage accident.
Yeah, a poo-related accident.
That's how we would have wanted to go. That's how we would have wanted to go.
Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace.
I don't even know who Rupert Grint is.
That's the guy who plays Ron Weasley in Harry Potter.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, I know that guy.
Rupert Giant. I like that.
Rupert Giant. Yeah. How tall is he?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
1.73 meters. That's in real measurements. I think that's like 5.
I don't know meters. I'll be honest. I'm Canadian. I do not know my height in meters. I know it in
hold on.
We have like a mixture of like.
I'm gonna calculate. I'm gonna calculate. I'm gonna do meter. Where's meters? There it is. And we're gonna do feet. 1.75 is 5.7.
Okay, I'm taller than that.
Yeah.
So we can't have Rupert Grint then. Sorry, we gotta have Timothy Chalamet. He dyed his hair red, and then he'll shave his head halfway through the movie.
Yeah. Let's go.
Perfect.
Is there anything else? Hey, technically I said Rupert Giant because of autocorrect. Let's be real. T60 Kyle is being played by Tom Holland. No.
Actually, yeah, I agree.
Actually, really? I feel like he's
Tom Holland. Wait, he's British, right?
yeah, but he's
perfect.
he's too old.
That's probably true.
Yeah, and also I feel like it would be weird seeing Tom Holland with a man bun and a slight mustache.
But I can see it because I think I can see it, and that's like who doesn't want to see Timothy Chalamet and what's his face in the same movie together? You know,
Yeah.
Tom Holland. It's like a that'll sell tickets. That'll put butts in seats. You know.
Tiff says I'm being played by Zendaya. Hell yes. Tiff
Okay,
being
deal.
played by Zendaya. Hell yeah.
Matt Guz obviously is what's his face? The guy who plays Sean Hunter.
Fuck.
I forget the guy's name.
Hold on, I'm gonna look him up.
Forget.
Sean Hunter.
Or we can settle for
Ryder Strong
like
plays Sean Hunter.
Ryder Strong. Perfect. We'll bring him back
Yeah.
out of retirement. And then I don't know. Everyone else just have to pick their own, I guess.
He plays
Steve
Peter
Buscemi.
Parker, bro. He looks too old playing Peter Parker. Honestly, I don't know who would play me. If I would even want to be played by anyone.
Who's gonna play Trudeau? Trudeau actually movie debut. He won't be prime minister anymore by the time this thing comes out. Probably.
Yeah.
So he can it's Justin Trudeau as himself.
And he can when in the movie premiere he can wear his Halloween costume as well.
True. Exactly. He can wear his Halloween costume. Really good taste.
I can Sky says I can be randomly played by Emma Thompson.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Schmike says, remember back in 2022 when we said no more mean jokes at people in the community, but didn't follow that rule with Kyle.
It's because you're allowed to say mean jokes to people who are also in on the joke, but only if it's from people who they understand are in on the joke too, which is like Kyle and Schmike.
Yeah.
It could be like, for me, Kyle and Schmike know that I don't believe these things, you know. But if someone else said a mean thing to Kyle or Schmike, I'd ban them, you know. If it's like someone like random, you know. But if it's someone who also is very obviously in on the joke, there's a reason I don't stream anymore. Yeah, well, it worked out then. It worked out.
Yes, Brad. I'm gonna have this guy play me in the biopic. Thank you very much.
Dolph Lundgren, yeah.
Dude, he looks kind of good, to be honest. Air America.
Cool. That's cool, dude. Really cool. Schmike, I would defend your honor, okay? If some random new chatter came in and said Schmike is a loser, I would say, hey, only I can call Schmike a loser, and I'd permaban them.
Steph
And I'd
says
say Schmike's actually really cool.
Steph says whenever I say something mean to Schmike, it's not a joke.
That's fair. I mean, that's like a whole different thing, though.
Yeah, yes, yeah. Steph bullies Schmike all the time. They are enemies. They are rivals. They're actually banned in each other's chats. If you didn't know that.
There's just some people that take like the jabs better than others, you know.
Yeah. T60 Kyle, I'm gonna call you out for wrong grammar. It's actually Schmike and I are a couple of lone wolves in this community. I'm gonna ban T60 Kyle for using wrong grammar there, because like what the fuck, man.
Also, Schmike deserves it when he says stuff like this, man. Schmike says stuff like this, and like he's asking for it.
I think we're gonna wrap it up pretty soon.
Well, Dre, hey, thank you very much for having me. I appreciate you having me on the show. I think it went great. I think you're a good host, good interviewer, and I hope you do it again, Dre. I just hope you do it again.
I do have a couple more questions to end on. The first question is, what can we expect from Curtoss later in 2024? Fuck that up.
That's a really good question. Well, we have tomorrow is the iceberg stream.
Yes.
Okay. Where if you are like, I just don't know any of the Curtoss lore, I don't know any of the inside jokes, I don't know all the old stuff, we're gonna explain all the Curtoss lore and inside jokes tomorrow in iceberg format. Okay. I need to make sure I actually prepare for this because I have not done enough preparation that I need to. So I'll do that tonight and tomorrow probably. And later this year, I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing. My plan is hopefully to have more IRL stuff. I'm currently in the process of sort of building a rudimentary sort of IRL backpack kind of thing. It's not going to be super well, but I want to do a little more IRL stuff, a little more cooking stuff. I want to have like more portable setups where I can do that kind of stuff. And then I do have something I want to plan for late June for like a charity kind of thing. I'm not 100% sure if it's going to work out, but if it does, it'll be cool. If not, then you guys will never hear about it. That's basically it. So maybe something late June, charity-wise. That'll be hopefully like a bigger kind of thing. And then tomorrow there'll be something fun. And then, I don't know, hopefully just more kind of different stuff going forward in the future. I don't know. A lot more of the same, too.
Yeah. What have we learned here today? What have we learned about each other? Chat, Curtoss, me. What have we learned?
We have learned that chat asks a lot of questions they already know the answer to.
Yes, that's true. But who knows? Maybe there's a person seen this who hasn't watched the Curtoss stream before. You never know.
Hey, hands up. Hey, who in here hasn't seen the Curtoss stream? Hands up.
If you've seen the Curtoss stream before and you put your hands up, you're permanently banned.
Does he make TikToks? No, he doesn't make TikToks.
No, not anymore.
Actually, a lot of people haven't seen Curtoss. That's crazy.
Wow,
Wait, actually, this
wow.
is That's awesome.
My final question for today is you already answered this, but when is the next stream?